characters.
Okay.
So I just gotta like 2 seconds of
Sure. Time's up.
1001.
1001
1,125.
Eh?
Everybody is just averse to using their camera. I don't know why.
Well, he's not. He's not averse to it. He just needs to be reminded to turn it on. Let's see.
Just so you know, as soon as he comes back, I'm ready to go. I don't need 3.
You don't need 3. Okay.
I just don't want it to be just you. So when the others pop in, you can give them a quick brief, and you can decide. I got an itchy back. Itchy, itchy, itchy.
I can decide. I have that technology. G.
Another one I found.
What is it?
Walmart. They're clear America.
All right.
It's just another one.
It's like ice.
Okay.
It's like it, but
So we're
this
still
is
waiting on
more
others?
juice. I don't need others. It's the water, and then the.
Is it carbonated?
Yeah. You'd have to uncarbonate. I like them carbonated. I feel like I'm drinking a soda without drinking a soda.
Yeah. No. He said
But
he doesn't need 3 tonight.
But with peach juice
Ooh.
and various juices.
I guess it's more of a RP this evening.
Yeah,
So
it
we
depends
can-
on how fast you get moving, but yeah, the idea of this evening is you gotta figure it out and put your dang camera on. I like to see who I'm talking to. Makes me feel better.
All right, we'll see how it works tonight.
Give it a shot. Worst that can happen is it doesn't work. Well, at least it's thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all. It's just thinking about it. I guess he has camera issues.
Wow. I thought he is an issue.
Well, it could
Kobolds.
be. Well, yeah. Cameras hate kobolds.
They do. That they done do.
Yeah, I guess your camera doesn't like you. It's still thinking. And it shouldn't think. It should just pop up.
Yep. Put this inside. Oh my goodness.
Well, if you can hear me, we're ready to go. And your camera's obviously not working. I guess you can't hear me.
I guess not. Do-do-do-do-do. Who's loving it? Lisa, on my way, making some tea.
Tell her, camera. Yeah, he dropped. He's going to have to redo it. Yeah, you got a crappy camera, I guess.
No guessing about it.
Nope, no guessing about it. You there?
Euler?
He's on, but he's got no sound now. Yeah,
Okay.
there you are.
Well, no, I could hear. I was just finishing typing.
Don't.
Because, yeah, I don't know why. I turn on the camera. I don't know why. Discord, all of a sudden, it starts doing that where I turn on the video, and then your video goes out, and it has like a little icon, like it's loading. And my video has a loading icon, and then it just freezes.
Yeah.
I don't know, they updated something or something, and it screwed shit up.
It'll do that. My computer upstairs, I have a silly game I play just to kill time, and it did an upgrade and stopped it from working. And it killed the sound. I got no sound that comes out of it anymore. It doesn't work, and the sound's dead.
Oh, there you
Because
go.
it did an upgrade. Hate that shit. Just leave it alone.
Yeah, leave it alone. If it fixed, don't break it.
Yeah, and they keep fixing the unbroken.
Maybe. Let's try with this different setting.
Euler?
Hey! Apparently, I can't do a background.
Ah.
Any background, apparently, and it just... Fuck it.
Say what?
He tries to do a
Apparently
background and it
this
doesn't
Discord-
work.
My Discord does not like using backgrounds anymore.
Man.
Well then.
I'm up and running. I'm waiting for you guys.
Well, we gotta figure out who the Yule Man is.
Well, you tell me. Well, you tell them. Don't tell me.
We gotta figure out.
I know who the Yule Man is. It's not my problem.
Can we recap a little on what we finished last time?
You went into a basically a dungeon crawl, and in the dungeon crawl there was somebody who was basically hired to create an army, which are things you've been dealing with along the way. And this is where you came across the critter that was basically the general of that army, the creator of them, and bringing in the cultists who were volunteering to become said critters for the army.
Yep.
And you stopped them in mid-stride. It did escape. It's still out there, but at least you
Heard it.
null and voided his contract, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that would be one way to put it.
But you did.
I
You
thought the thing that swallowed me?
no, that was just one of its buddies. It didn't swallow you. It's one of the things that swallowed
Oh,
you.
okay. Okay, I remember that.
Yeah,
I don't know why I have such a hard time trying to remember sometimes.
it's called Alzheimer's. You're just getting it early.
It's a whole week has gone by.
Yeah, it's all that beer in between.
Sometimes that 7 days can be a long
Have
It's,
you
it's the lack of beer in between.
That's my problem because I can't have my beer in between anymore.
I can't either. That's a problem I have too.
It's a serious issue.
It is.
But anyway, into things. Office creativity area. You did find its contract, and the contract said build these armies. We're going to start manipulating things and hurting people, and we have awoken the Yule Man, who will start to become active Specifically, they're going to start with the Yule Man in Riverside. And that is pretty much where you are. Now, there's a whole traveling thing you didn't have to do because Steve's character now has the ability to just poof you wherever you need to go.
Teleportation, baby.
So he teleported you not to Riverside, but to your home, and then you went to Riverside, or you're on your way to Riverside. It doesn't matter. But you're basically in the little village of Riverside. In the last 6 days of the equivalent of September. I really got to find my... If not, I'll have to remake my months. I mostly remember what they are. But I think that poofed away.
It's a poofed away?
I don't know. He's playing with a mousy rat thingy.
Interesting.
Freak.
I have no idea what that is. Looks like a mousy rat. A rat mouse.
The cat toy.
But that is where you are. That is where we start.
Is there like anything for like a church or a small little thing here to Canaan? Oh, this is Riverside.
That's Riverside. I found a map that
Works.
works quite nicely.
Perfect.
Okay, but
Yeah. No, I just let you know what it looks like.
yep, that's what it looks like. But is there a?
There is no Canaan here. He's more cathedral. Or big cities.
Is there a fest in here?
I don't know. I marked them now. I got to remember where are they. Because I had to rewrite this because of the level thing. No, this is just a tiny little village.
Right. I figured on,
I'm
the,
just
on the river. I thought maybe Fesson would have a presence.
Not here.
Yeah, send off to my lord's cousin. Who is the local?
Just a local mayor.
No, the local
Or
religious.
Meister.
Aurora.
Who is Aurora now?
Goddess of love. That their biggest thing is marriages.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the equivalent of the Vegas chapels.
The Vegas chapels, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like that. Really? Okay, so, well, you might want to, actually, shit, I gotta pull out my character. It's here. I just gotta get him out. What I'd like to, would it be history, arcana, or religion to find out about the Yule Man?
It's role playing.
Role playing.
It is 100% role playing.
Well, let's start with.
This is one of those you've never heard of it.
Yeah.
It's what is this? There's nothing to go. What is this?
All right.
All you know is the Yule Man.
All right.
Shall we go to the nearest bar? That's usually a pretty good place for info. Especially when people are drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. That's your local tavern, number one.
Number one.
Yeah, it's called the Lickin' Chicken.
The Lickin' Chicken.
The Lickin' Chicken.
Okay.
I can call them whatever the hell I want, and that's the Lickin' Chicken.
That works.
Yeah, it does.
Did we ever get any kind of rest in between fighting and...
Oh, plenty. Plenty, plenty, plenty.
All right, so.
Well, so there is a church.
The Church
Yes.
to Aurora.
There's several.
Oh, okay.
Look at the one with the frilly pink hearts over there advertising weddings, weddings, weddings. Maybe we can pick up some silver coins being witnesses or something.
Well, I'm finding the difference so I can write them down as I do it. It's like, so constantly looking. It's like, okay, that's what this building is. That's what this building is. Because that's the one thing I forgot to do was,
Put a little.
well,
Yeah.
transcribe it where. Can I have it where if you go to this building, there's this building. It's like, oh no, I need to put them down there. So anyway, be that as it may.
All right, let's go to the finger licking chicken.
They got no fingers. Just licking chicken.
Oh,
Licking chicken, no fingers.
so we can't use our fingers?
Tentacles.
We gotta
No.
lick the chicken?
You gotta lick the chicken.
Do they have dipping sauces?
Yes. There's your dipping sauce.
Courtesy of Uncle Sam's misguided children. The original dipping sauce.
So who wants to talk to the barkeep?
Oh.
Or do we just want to order some ales all around and kind of sit in the corner quietly and try to overhear stuff? I'm game either way.
Yeah, we could probably spend a little bit of time doing that if we need, and then see if we can. If we need to poke the bear, I guess we could.
Low key.
Okay. Whew. Thought I misplaced my wallet, but I didn't see my money.
Just so
on my
you know,
one
Steve,
screen.
I just put
But I had
a
erased
line
it
through the
and put
blue
it on a different
to actually
paper.
read. Just so that is how I specifically set it up, so you can see right there, and it should be easy to read. Just read where the blue line is. Just the blue line, and I just so you know I didn't invent that. It's how I had it.
Oh, just
Do
Just
funny
the blue
voices.
line. Yeah.
just the blue line. Riverside must ask something.
So what do you say? We should get some
Must
blue
ask.
balloons?
Yeah,
Ask around.
Must ask. Oh, around.
Must
okay.
ask around. Role play. You have to do it.
Okay.
So
All right.
I just don't want you to think that I'm mucking with you. I am, but I'm not.
You are, but you're doing it in the realm of the game.
Correct.
Yes. All right. Lisa, why don't you go ahead and talk to the barkeep?
Okay. Oh, barkeep. 3 ales for my friends and I, please. And an extra gold coin information if you got it. We're trying to find out if there's been strange going-ons in your neck of the woods here.
No.
Nothing out of the ordinary, no weird things happening, no creatures that are unusual.
No, you guys usually take care of all of them. You're 18th level,
We
man.
try.
They know you. You're well known by now. Very well known.
Have you heard of Chiate?
Who?
Chia
I think
pet.
that's
The
enough.
god of storms.
Oh, Chiati. Yeah. Well, yeah. So your point.
But just think about being a follower of Chiate.
Okay, that's your prerogative. We do Aurora here. Well, the druids out there in the woods, they do somebody else, but in town we do Aurora. Those are woodlands. There's druids out there. Well, they know there's at least a druid out there. Giona.
Well, shall we repair over by the fire and kind of relax and enjoy our evening?
You can have fish stew, fried fish, fish on a stick, what we call fish sticks.
I'm all set, but if my companions would like something, guys, if you want something to eat.
Do you have fish pot pie?
But we can make one.
I'll take one.
We'll make one. We'll just take that cherry pie we had, and instead of putting in the cherries, we'll put in the fish.
Fish special sounds nice.
Yes, we can do a fish special. They are always special.
I can pay for that if you'd like.
It's river fish, so you're looking mainly trout.
Yeah. Actually, most of this stuff isn't out of the ordinary, so it would actually be covered by the daily expenses.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Okay.
The only out of the ordinary is if you decide to pay for everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we were
I'm
to
not
say,
nice.
and I'm going to say this out of character, around in the house, that would be
Yeah.
out of pocket.
So, for instance, currently there's 9 other people in here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they did give him the extra gold piece when they sounded him out for information just to grease the wheel. So that'll come
Just
out
for
of
crafts and giggles.
batch.
I know it's during the day, so I only rolled 1d12.
I'm sorry, but he was talking at once. What?
If it's too early morning, no, but I just want to see if I had at least an 8 or more. What time it is. By the time you settle in, it's actually noon.
Okay.
I actually rolled a 12 on a d12, so by the time you get your place to stay, because you know you're going to be operating here for a while, so you get your place to stay, you settle in,
Mm-hmm.
then you go out and you start. You actually come in for lunch.
Okay.
So just for time reference, it's noon. So the 9 people, this is the lunch crowd.
Anybody eyeballing us?
It's
Or looking shape?
a small place. I mean, this is. Let me see if I can get it there. But this is the entire village right there.
Alright, not much to it.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Riverside is a small
Yeah, I mean,
place.
I met some of the best people I've known in small places.
and you've met some small people in big places.
That's true too.
Right, Charisma?
Just so you know,
I am
it does
small.
have a good sized population, but mostly out. That's the center of town.
Mm-hmm.
I'd had to look at it. Has a population of 645.
Oh, a lot of
So it's bigger than
farmers and fishermen that
A
live
lot of
on
farmers
the
and fishermen. It's bigger than I thought because I did this ages ago. But Riverside has a good sized population, but that's the center of town. Don't forget where you are, that whole area where you see the villages and towns stuff blocked off. Well, it's the whole place is. I keep wanting to say civilized. I mean, there's people, but like anything,
I'm
the
thinking maybe
the town
the
has
Druids
their
might know.
Out.
borders.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
I'm
what?
thinking we should talk to the Druids.
You can do what you want. There is no. All I do is start flipping through pages.
Yeah, I rode to try to get divine inspiration. I did not get it.
Good, because if you got that, the whole concept of this is just thrown out the window.
I was,
Well,
There's
it's-
but he brought it up, which is good.
Oh,
Go ahead.
no, it's good.
Yeah.
The lucky part about divine information, which is great, and I'm glad they did that. They made it. You know, the chances are so low because it really does wipe out. Oh, okay. Well, now this is what you do, and I take this whole thing, throw it away, and you
well,
just
I was
don't.
gonna just ask for a hint of where to start.
Yeah. Where to start would be where it is. You know? So
Yeah, this location, that's where you start.
that's where you start.
And end, possibly.
So
But
as we sit by the fire, kind of trying to overhear some of the conversations, do we hear anything of interest?
No.
The fish is good.
You've got an upcoming basically harvest festival because it's September, so all the harvesting is being taken place. People are quote unquote given their taxes, which is to fill the granaries and things like that, the winter storage. You know, they hate doing it, but that instead of paying funds, a lot of them pay in goods for the people.
right.
So they grudgingly accept it, but it takes away from their profit margin. But winter's coming, so fill up the granaries, fill up the supply houses. They're trying to do the last minute fishing, get the smoke done, a lot of canning going on. Everybody's talking about the upcoming winter because it's on its way. Like I said, it's near the end of September, so harvesting's going on, etc., etc.
Is there like a village wise woman or something?
There's a mayor.
Mayor.
Do you guys think we should go talk to like the village patrol, police, law?
Maybe
people?
the
Yeah,
mayor?
there's no set anything, so you can decide who to talk to. It is
Wide
open.
open.
No, I mean, I'm asking my companions what they think our next step should be. You know, we can cut to the middle.
For me and you. Um,
I rolled a 19, so I ate my fish very well.
Okay.
okay, you want to go there? Right in the middle. It's cooked. Okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great.
It was
Literally right in the middle. Well, a little over. I rolled a 10, but all NPCs have +2, so
Yep.
12. So it's good, but not the. You've had better. You've definitely had worse.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think what Mark was saying is he did like 20 chews on each side of the, you know.
Yeah.
and-
It's that fish stick.
teriyaki
But
fish.
anyway, just so you know,
Yep.
there is a set number of 30,
Okay.
minus, depending on how I feel about the RP.
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess we can go see a mayor and talk to guards.
All right.
And then
You
I
guys
still
can
think
go
we should
splitting
talk to
up.
dudes
You can
also.
go as a group. You can say, okay, you first, then you, then you, however you want to work it. No, I just want to be ready for however you want to work it. Whether you're as the three of you going around or
No,
individually going around.
We're in a quote unquote safe area.
Yeah, well, the whole
Quote,
The
You
old-
can't see Steven, though.
Even the New Colony region, what you've
Yeah.
done there has made it a quote unquote safe area.
correct.
But this is all civilized. You got farms and out there you've got this big ale house thing. So it's all
Now with that letter and the instructions, they were gonna start here. Was there any more information other than
no.
starting
That's
there?
all you got. They were saying start building the army. We are going to start causing hate and discontent,
Yeah.
starting at Riverside. So they pick one of the smaller towns to start hate and discontent. And the idea is it's going to spread from there.
I mean, I'm thinking the guards are kind of the first line of defense in that respect when things start to blow up. What do y'all think?
You're probably correct on that. What I'd like to see is have one of us
had to re-glue it, so I've been putting it keeps sticking.
speak with them. But the one thing that we need to be on the lookout is they're looking to start things here. They did not see. Did we get the feeling that they already had somebody here, or that they were going to be coming in here?
You only got what the letter said. There's no indication somebody's already here, somebody's on the way here. All it said was, you start building the army.
Yep.
We have awoken the Yule Man, and this is what he's going to start doing.
Okay.
And they said, we're going to start
here
at Riverside.
All right.
We could approach the mayor too and kind of give him a little bit of a warning, depending on what vibe we get from him.
All right. Charisma, who would you like to speak with?
The Druids.
You want to speak to the Druids? Shoot, that's who I wanted to talk to. All right. You go there. Who do you want to speak with, Tara?
I'm torn between going to the mayor and laying it out all out on the table and going to the guards. I think personally we should hit the guards up first.
All right, you want to hit the guards up?
More out on the ground and boots on the ground. They see more things, I think.
All right.
And they got to be gearing up for the festivals and whatever else is going to happen too.
All right, I guess I'll go talk to the mayor. All right, so run.
Yes.
Well, I guess also, I don't know if Tara's knighted, but...
She is.
Okay.
You are a knight, Tara.
You've got the signet ring and the paperwork showing that you have been knighted into the household. Not to be mistaken with a knight in arms, shiny armor. It's a title.
Well, I was just thinking, like, it'd probably be better for one of the knighted people to talk to the mayor.
6 of one, half dozen the other. Like I said, I kind of want to start with the...
Yeah. Well, I mean, Tara...
No, you everybody decide. Like I said, you can go... There's only 3 of you, so it's not like this intimidating group. So you can go as this group of 3, or the 3 of you can say, hey, look, to try and kill all the birds here, here, here. It is, like I said, it's wide open. I just flipped pages.
Just approach them and lay it out on the table. This is what we have encountered of recent times. Could come to you because you need to...
I would...
Warning, blah, 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 you know.
Yeah, I actually... Maybe we should stick together in case they do have somebody in town and we speak to them and they decide to try to take a bite out of crime, so to speak. So...
Exactly.
What I'd like to do is I'd like to talk to the Druids first.
Okay.
I think we'll have the best results, I think, there. That's me personally.
Excuse me.
So, Druid first, as a group.
Okay. You go out into the forest. It's a forest. So if you see the map, it starts, in the south part of it. And it's a wild forest. It hasn't been cut down or anything. There's been no loggers. Mm-hmm. Give me a survival.
A survival. I gotta survive on the trip.
Whoops. Helps if I pull a D20, doesn't it?
Yeah, I rode it twice because I rode once and it fell off my table into my hand. So I'm like,
let's see.
okay. All right, 12 plus 5, 17.
I got 16, so.
I got a 5. I'm a wizard. What do you think? I live in a tower. It's like, oh, that's a flower?
Wisdom is in your name almost.
This is just the information here is not difficult. It's a wild forest, but you can tell that underbrush is cleared, kindling is cleared.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and then you see a tree that's knocked down. If you look at it, it was a dead, rotting tree.
Yeah.
In short, you can only come in and take certain things and not kill that which is alive.
Right.
Well, me and Tara could tell that. Sir Valin, I don't know.
Oh, well,
There's no sir in my name.
he's looking around and he goes, ooh.
Flowers.
Leftover, these ooh, a component. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What? No, there's this component here. I got to get this, before winter sets in. I got one right here.
Yep. Exactly.
And forest is one of my favorite terrains, so we're,
There you
we're
go.
good traveling through.
But anyway, you're in forest.
Is there a trail?
No.
Oh.
No. There's no trail, no indication.
Huh.
There's the typical animal trails, but nothing's packed
Say out
down.
loud, hey, George, we want to talk to you.
Roll persuasion. See if they're even there listening.
I'm going to say, hello? Anybody home?
Same concept.
I got a
He's doing
4
it.
because I rolled a 5.
He
and
yells out,
apparently
as far as you're
I am
concerned, he's
awkward.
yelling out,
So,
and there's no answer.
Let me try. All hail the druids of this forest. We come in peace and we seek to speak with you, please.
Roll persuasion.
21. So my persuasion's pretty good for once.
A sparrow lands on your shoulder.
Hello, friend.
Come with me. You alone.
a sparrow?
All right. Guys,
You see a little sparrow
stay
land
there.
on her shoulder,
I'll be back.
and she walks away.
I'll be back.
Wait, they
Don't
talked?
wander around.
I will sit
Please
down.
don't wander around. You don't know.
You didn't hear it,
what
Doc. You
to
said,
say.
No. I will sit down.
And
She said,
off
I'll
we
be
go.
right back.
She said she'll be right back.
I will sit down and I will try to leave as little a footprint as I can upon making,
All right. So, you're walking away. Your wizard, he just sits down on a rock, a boulder.
You don't need him doing something to tick the rest of the druids off, and you know they're going to be watching. They've probably been watching us since the moment we stepped foot in here, but that's all right.
10
Here we
minutes. 10 minutes go by. 20
Where
minutes.
are we heading, friend?
Follow. It's whispering in your air. Your
Ear.
air.
Sorry.
Yes, whispering in your hair, which is why you're getting lost. Whispering in your ear where to go, and every now and then you do feel it pluck a hair. Because I already said it.
I figured it was probably flying that I was following, but it's not flying. It's just on my shoulder. That's a little creepy.
No, it's just sitting on your shoulder and whispering to you. And you'll come to a tree stump. Turn right here. And you'll come to a little muddy puddle pond. Go around this and keep going straight. That kind of a thing.
Well, I can't be lost in the woods.
Oh, I'm not worried about getting you lost.
Oh, I'm good.
10 minutes go by.
You're at 20.
30
much
minutes.
further
30
do we
30
have to
minutes go
travel?
by.
There you go.
40 minutes go by. 50 minutes go by.
All right.
So Rowland,
Yes.
Where are you taking me that is so far away?
Deep.
it's been a while.
Deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deep.
It's been almost an hour.
That's what it says. Deep.
All right. Why couldn't my friends accompany us?
Don't want.
Okay. They
And-
will be safe, will they not? You will not harm them?
Not my choice. I'm not going to do anything, but I don't know if the bear bugs them.
Well,
Out of character.
I just mean you
Starting
and your
a fire.
companions, your friends, your associates. Natural animals, they're on their own. Let's go.
An hour goes by. An hour and 10 minutes go by. An hour and 20 minutes go by.
I don't want to be that kid, but are we almost there yet?
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we done with asking if we're there yet?
Well, like you said, I don't want to be that kid, but come on now.
Hour and a half goes by.
All my instincts are like, I should just turn around and go back.
An hour and 40 minutes go by.
Are we going in circles?
Roll me a
Am
survival.
I noticing? What's that?
Roll me a survival. Only now do you want to start looking to say, hey, wait a minute. It's not perception, it's survival.
18.
You swear you've walked by that same muddy pond twice, if not 3 times.
Enough! Why are you distracting me? And why are you leading me in circles?
Testing.
Well, I'm done being tested. We're heading back to my companions and we can all come together or not.
Okay.
We have news, we have questions, we have important things that we needed to talk to you about.
I know who you are, so what do you want to talk to me about? I've been waiting for you.
Come on, come back to my companions. We have some tidings that we have to talk about. Letters
Nope,
and
let's talk.
evil things coming.
Let's talk. There's always evil things coming. Evil things have been going on in here for a while. The bird flies off your shoulder, goes to a little rock, turns into this half-elf woman.
How far am I really from our companions? Have we just been going circles?
You're only about a half hour away.
I kind of figured it wasn't too far.
Roleplay. Until she started asking. Just keep going in a circle. After 2 hours, we're done with you. You were that close.
Oh, heavens to Betsy.
Druids, neutral, whatever.
All right. Birdie, druid, preacher. All right, so he's on the rock now, you said?
She, half-elf.
He what?
A half-elf.
Half elf. All right, so we have tidings that things are going to start happening in Riverside. Bad things that are going to impact probably everybody.
Okay, as opposed to the New Colony region, as opposed to pretty much every town and village in this whole region. So, what's new?
This is bigger, worse, and more organized, I think, than anything you're probably used to seeing. This is not just
This whole thing has been bigger and organized and following a pattern. You have yet to tell me anything new.
So you've seen more of this already.
I've seen it all. My critters talk to me. I get the information. I get it as fast as the bird flies. The way the crow goes, I get the information.
Would you be willing to come back and talk with my companions? I'm sure they have other questions I won't even think of.
Well, I guess
See
you
if
better
we
start
can't
thinking,
work
because I
together
really
to
don't like
stem
people.
this tide. Because this is going to be, we're going to need your help, and you might even need ours. When
Maybe.
everything starts to fall apart.
But I don't like people. If I liked people, I wouldn't be here. And if it weren't for the fact that you are a person of the woodlands and of nature, I wouldn't be talking to you.
Well, if it's any consolation, I don't particularly like people either.
Well, good.
That can't stop me.
So,
That can't stop me from doing what's right.
okay, but what information
And I
do
need
I
your help to do
possibly have that I can tell you? What do you wish to
Looking
ask?
for information on you, what's that guy's name? You guy?
I don't know. I never met him. I don't know you guy.
Alright.
Yuggy? I know a Yuggy.
Probably have more questions.
Yuggy, he has a little brewery not far from the woodlands, and I help him with raw materials. I mean, you've probably been drinking his beer all along. It's pretty good stuff with a little bitter taste, but it's a sweet bitter. That's Yuggy. Yuggy the Ugly.
I'm sure my... Hey, I used to like good brew.
Yeah, that's the only Yuggy I know. Closest I can come with what you say. You must be talking about Yuggy. Yuggy don't know shit.
Ron? Early on, in
I'm going back
first
to my
like 10,
companion.
10 20
Okay.
minutes, 10, 20 minutes after.
Just go straight. You'll be there in 20 minutes.
Thank you for your time.
Okay. And walks off into the woods.
And we
I've
both
only said
part
the
ways.
name several times. I'm not going to give it again.
Okay, we came and saw the druids.
Well, so
They're not-
what
they're not
information did
after
you get
that.
about the Yule Man?
They've seen everything happening. They're
Yeah,
not
birds
people
talk to
oriented.
animals
They're
talk
going
to
to remain on their own.
Did you ask about the Yule guy?
Well, they said there's Yogi who at the edge of the wood brews his own ale. Apparently it's bitter and okay, but that's the only one they seem to know. And he said that fella doesn't seem to know anything. Could be a front. I mean, he could be just pretending to not know anything. He could be,
Wrong.
trying to fit in. If he's brewing stuff and getting ready to bring it to the festival, he could be putting stuff in the brew. Might be
Yeah,
really
she has a problem with poison in the brew.
That's what
Yeah.
I would do if I were going to do something like that. Think about it. Big celebration with the harvest festival type thing. Just saying.
What does Yule mean anyways?
What does what?
What does Yule mean anyways?
Oh,
Do I see any bugs?
remember the Yule ball gum?
Like,
Yeah, there's still bugs. It's still September. There's still bugs. Really a big thing of ants, wasps, bees, because this time is when they really, aka swarm and gear up for surviving in the winter. That's nowhere. You can go outside, right? Well, not now anymore, but if you went out in August, September, October, you'd see them really.
yeah. So if there's like a bee or
Yeah, there's a bee or a wasp or any of the insects that typically.
I will talk to the bee, so to speak. Yeah.
How are you talking to the bee?
I'm just talking to the bee. I have no.
Okay, you're talking. Okay, you're just standing up. You're talking to the bee.
Actually, let me double check real quick, because that would be nice if I could. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna. Yep, I'm just gonna talk to the bee.
Okay.
Um,
So,
we need information about the Yule Man. If she could help us, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
And it goes to whatever nearest flower and gets as much nectar as it can
I know.
and buzzes off.
I know. But maybe she heard. That's what I'm hoping. Because she's not gonna let us not be watched. So hopefully
She comes back after right about an hour and a half.
So do you think
By
we should
now,
check out this yogi guy?
Give or take, like I said, right about an hour and a
I
half.
think it's a dead end.
I'm not going to quibble over a few
Well-
minutes because I was arbitrarily doing 10-minute groups.
Yeah.
But by the time she
okay,
stopped
I
and then
had to
talked,
look up what you'll mean.
your character, does your character know?
I don't know.
There you go.
So
It's
hopefully
a celebration
Ah!
of
Ah!
winter summer.
Ah!
What?
Hush!
Google doesn't exist.
There is no Google. If your character doesn't know Yule, no, do not say it out of character. I will punish you.
I
Okay.
mean, I've heard of you.
There is a specific reason why it's called the Yule Man.
Well, I'm just thinking, like, if my guy is a cleric and it's what it is, then
You're not a cleric of this particular festivity.
Okay. Well. Okay. So no. Okay.
There is no Google.
I know there's no Google. I'm just trying to understand it with my guy.
Unless you go and talk to Google Hoppleberry. He's the little halfling that, makes good berries.
I mean, I suppose you could roll an
Like I said,
Arcana
I'm just-
check and see if it's something your character would know, right?
You can decide what. This is one of those cases where, because of what I got going on and how I wrote this, you'll have to decide what skill you think you would use to find out. If you want to use Arcana, if you want to use Survival. I'm not even gonna tell you what skill to see if you can think, be it intelligence, be it wisdom, be it whatever the case may be.
I'll roll an Arcana check and see if I can dredge out any information in my brain, because I've heard of you a lot, but I can't remember the concept.
Now, and game, and just so you know, for you paying attention, in game terms, this is after you go back to everybody and you're walking back out of the forest. Because I don't want you sitting there and we keep going. Because it's I happen to start at noon, so it's getting around the 2:30th mark. It's still early, but
On my
So
Arcana
I'm just-
check.
with your Arcana check of 16, nothing rings a bell about Yule Man.
Well, maybe I used to know it.
Possible.
Since I've changed over, some of my memories are kind of...
Yeah, you are kind of dead. Who knows? The Yule Man might have killed you. You never know. Because you don't remember.
And
Keep looking at the wrong
one of the
thing.
traits. I can't remember certain things.
Yes,
and
that's one of your traits. Which
that's why I was...
in game terms, I basically give you negatives towards like wisdom, mainly wisdom, which focuses around the common sense thing, and you might have forgotten that no, you really didn't want to step in that mucky pond because you probably would have gotten leeches all over you.
It was just funny. I was trying to think of how to do it. That's all. It's niggling at the back of my mind, but I can't come up.
A lot of your memory loss, because of how I did that, really involves with the time you spent and the horrors you witnessed and just the disgusting things when you were in hell. They were purposely taken away so you wouldn't remember them and be just a blubbering mass of
Brahma will do that to a person.
It'll do that.
Yeah. So
But anyway, you work your way and you go back to the end, because where else are you going to sit down and get? Because it is September. It's not necessarily cold, but it's not your. It's actually quite comfortable. But a nice little warm fire is okay.
Coming, though. You can feel the seasons.
You can feel it.
Coming.
You can see the changing of the leaves. Yeah, that's. I'm just going to do that because arbitrarily, I would imagine that's where you go to sit down and talk. Because each of you would have either your sharing room or you each got a separate room, and all that's part of your living expenses. But to gather and sit and talk would most likely be the licking chicken.
So I think we should maybe scope out this yogi person, see what he's got to say for himself, and see if he's noticed anything. But that doesn't have to be immediate. I think our best bet is to kind of continue on with what we were talking about earlier.
I gave her the name of the brewer. That's he's part of the population, and his workers are part of the population. Just that where they are is outside of the map, but they're in the borders of Riverside.
Yeah.
No, same concept. You live in Sanford, but you don't live downtown.
Correct.
So you go back, you sit down again. You're having an ale, and you can decide your next. I'm just curious.
What's next?
There's 8 people in here now, so one of them got to, just by virtue of the roll in those jars, one person left because it was 9 the first time. So one person has since left.
Elvis has left the building.
Elvin.
Elvin has left the building.
Elvin has left the building. You know him?
I know Elvin.
Yeah, Elvin.
Not Alvin.
Oh,
Elvin.
Elvin and the
Elvin.
Chipmunks, right?
Elvin. I know him.
I seem to remember them.
Yeah, Elvin has
I
left the
think they
building.
played-
He's a traveling bard, and he is an Elvis impersonator.
Yeah.
and he
Remember
had
him?
chipmunks.
I remember him now.
Remember it now?
He had a troupe at one point. I saw him once.
Yep. He's not a real elf. He's an Elvis impersonator.
Elvish.
Elvish impersonator.
I kind of remember it being fun.
Known
Alright.
for his antics. Do you know Elvis the impersonator?
No,
You don't.
I was just talking to to my daughter about it. I was laughing.
Does she know who? You're no real elf. You're an Elvis impersonator. How old's your daughter?
She's 14.
Maybe when she was a kid. Maybe she knows. Do you ever watch Veggie Tales?
She has before, yeah.
You're not an elf. You're an Elvis impersonator. One of their little skits. And it's
Hey
Elvin.
guys, what am I going to do here?
And just because I felt like plugging it in, and I rolled 8 out of 9, so it's great. He just got up and left. On his way to who knows where.
Anybody? What's next on our agenda?
Well, I think we should go talk to the guards since the Druids was a bust.
Yeah, we can ask them about that yogi fella too.
I love her. I do. It's great. I love her to death.
I mean, my guy's stubborn. I
Shall
still
we?
want to speak to the druid.
Well, so far you've got one saying to talk to the guards.
Go for it.
There's always a patrol. It's very small. The patrols are only one or two. There's basically, whatever sheriff is on duty and his deputy.
Yep.
There's two on duty. There's two on duty right now. The guards, you see them. Actually, it's a very small town. They've only got like a dozen, if even a dozen. Half of those are reservists. But anyway, you've got May, with Barry, and they're walking the beat.
Walking the beat to a dark and stormy night.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Because I can. I can. Why not? As long as I don't put them together
There's one of them
for
have a
trademark.
Yeah.
There's May and there's Barry.
Does one of them have a
May
son?
the halfling. Barry, don't ask me why, but the very, very, very much female half orc.
Very, very much.
Very Barry.
Barry the half orc.
Barry the half orc, May the halfling.
Does one of them have a kid named Opie?
You don't know. You don't know obese yet.
So this hole is round. Pretty much.
Why not? That's all this. Same concept. If you look at the population,
Yeah.
it's around that same. Most of them are outlying.
Yeah. I know.
But yeah, the names are all very. There's Open. There's Mabel. Anyway, those are the two guards on duty right now.
And there's
All right,
Orville.
let's go talk to the two guards on duty.
Yeah, you can meet. I mean, if you can picture the map in your head, there's really like one main street, and there's a little loop area, but there's really just one main area. You got these side ones up here, but this is your focus.
So one way or the other, we'll hook up with them. We'll run into them or whatever.
Yeah,
say.
you can't help. You can wait for them to do their beat. They'll come back around. You can just walk up to them, and they'll just look at you.
I wouldn't mind walking
And-
around
and-
trying to
and-
get the feel for the place.
And May will look at you, and she's got these cross areas that hold a lot of daggers, like throwing daggers. Looks like it could hold up to like 6 or 8, like 4 here, a few this way, and there's only one.
That's interesting.
Yeah. You get it now? Took you a second? I gotta have fun too! She's dying over there. I think it finally clicked in her head. While she keeps laughing, I gotta hit the bathroom.
You still laughing?
No. I think I come down with like a good cold or something. I've been kind of all day, so excuse me for that. But I got cough drops and tea, so I should be good for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Can you go bath?
Yeah, he's in the restroom.
Indisposed.
I had that dude,
Okay.
to do, but it wasn't the doo-doo.
I'm gonna try to find my lemonade bottle around here. I think I put it somewhere near the computer.
Near the computer you're sitting near?
Tomorrow I'm going to cuddle up on the couch with my new blanket I bought. It's nice and soft and fuzzy. Yeah.
Thirsty. Went shopping a couple days ago and finally stocked up a little bit. I drink the water plain, but sometimes you just gotta, you gotta flavor it up.
Oh, hell
Now,
yeah.
I'm a big fan. This one's the lemonade one. I love them because they're
Yeah,
zero
looks like
sugar.
that's what Mark's doing too.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I like to flavor up the.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what
Like you
Steve
said,
has.
Lemonade.
Yeah, but these are the sparkling. So it's kind of like getting my soda that I'm not allowed to have, or that I have but not very often. So anyway, you're done laughing and choking. Can you finally catch the reference?
Here we go. Ready?
I'm ready.
I don't know if anybody else on my team is. They don't seem to be pretty much.
But anyway, they're both there, and they're like, "What? Can we help you?"
Yes. We wanted to talk to either yourselves or somebody in charge. We've come across some information that directly impacts your little town here that could be very...
Really?
Maybe
Bandits?
talk to the mayor. Pardon?
Well, you start saying that, and first thing she does, bandits? Good thing I always keep you with your one bullet.
Relax. It's not that immediate as far as we know.
Okay.
It's a serious issue, but is there somebody in charge we could perhaps speak with?
In charge? How? I'm the
Well-
current militia on duty, and I'm the one in charge right
Okay.
now.
Well, I was wondering that perhaps we could speak to your mayor. I think this is something we should perhaps bring to his attention.
If you wish
Maybe
to,
you could
it's,
help us get in to speak with him.
if you wish to, he doesn't do a lot. I'm sure you can probably just walk right in.
Doesn't
Okay.
do a lot. More of a
I
figurehead,
wasn't sure there was certain
Mostly a figure. Well,
protocols
we're a
in certain
quiet
places,
little town.
so.
right?
So
Yeah.
Rift doesn't do a lot of things.
Riff, that's the mayor.
Yeah, RIFD.
Somebody's gonna do something.
Somebody's got way too much time on his hands.
Way too much time.
Have you-
Who else will be in charge of May and Barry other than Rift?
As you patrolled your village here, have you noticed anything out of the ordinary lately?
No, it's been quiet.
Any new settlers?
No, people are leaving, not coming.
Really? Why is that?
The new colony region, people are taking the opportunity to claim free land, open up farms.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I did that.
Yeah, you did that.
And do you know a fella? I think his name is Yogi. He does some brewing a little ways out of town.
The only yogi I know lives more east.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was told perhaps you should look him up at some point and talk to him. He brews a.
I don't know. Yogi is pretty reclusive.
Only associates with his best friend. Boo-Boo.
Is Yogi smarter than the average bear?
I don't know the average bear.
Maybe we can bring him a picnic basket.
Yogi loves his picnic baskets. That much I do know.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't, right? Well, gentlemen, thank you.
But
for your
anyway,
don't want to-
Yogi doesn't live here. The only people who live here are those really that like to go fishing. OP is the biggest. Just loves going fishing.
time. Well, we won't keep keep you from your
Yeah, from the
pointed
beginning when
ground
they started to.
at the big time again.
Okay. Well, have a
May your
have a
night
good day.
be calm and quiet.
Like it that way. But yeah, you can go see the mayor. Just so you know, that's and the thing. That's the big building. It's mayoral house.
Government.
It's all government buildings. The barracks is there. The jails are there. It's all in one.
Save room, save space. Makes sense. A lot of times are like that. Alright guys, shall we go visit the mayor? Are we presentable enough?
You got a signet ring. You are presentable enough.
Well, you know,
Oh, yeah, okay.
knock some of the dust off from the boots, that's all.
I'll probably stay outside then, I guess. I don't have a signet ring.
You're with us.
And I'm a
I've got
co-owner.
livery.
You're with us.
Good man.
Oh,
We
okay.
need to be a united
Ring.
front.
I've got livery.
So anyway, you go in. It's a small office. There's a receptionist. And what do you want?
Good afternoon. Is that me or you? Good afternoon. We are travelers and we
Yeah, I know who you are. Everybody knows who you are.
Therapy just a moment.
Yeah, who do you want to see? Everybody knows who you are. You're 18th level.
Wow.
Everybody knows who you are.
I just can't get used to that, I guess.
No, because you forgot that you were there.
No, Ron. I'm like,
We
hi.
have some things we'd like to
Hello.
discuss with the
Just-
mayor if he's got a
No,
moment.
I do the eye contact. That
Yeah, just kind of, it looks at her. Yeah, if you want to see him, I'll let him know you're here.
Please do.
Goes in the back, go on in, and you see him. There's Rift. Rift is just a standard human, just doing paperwork.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mayor. I'm not sure what your name is. I apologize.
Rift, R-I-F-D.
RFI.
R-I-F-D.
Okay.
Trademark. Got to throw in the eye.
Do we call you Ari for short? Ari? Sorry.
Ron.
The reason we're here is we have had a series
What are you
of
doing?
encounters lately,
Flirtation.
and we came across a letter
with the receptionist.
that troubles us. Basically, it states that you
Persuasion.
folks are in for trouble in Riverside.
Okay, well, good thing you guys are here. I've heard you've pretty much stopped all kinds of hell everywhere, so it's great for me that you're here.
Well, you try to, but
What?
I find too that it's better to alert the local authorities, such as yourself, and
Okay,
ask if
now,
you've seen anything out of the ordinary. And if you do you know anything about a Yule Man? Does that mean anything to you?
no. Roll
Reception.
persuasion. And just so you know, do I have it written? I didn't know what else skill to use. It's not about getting it out if they remember. Like I only that
Me too.
persuasion, like
My
not
persuasion's pretty good.
What'd you say?
22.
22. Okay. He kind of shakes his head. I think I've heard that name before, but man, so long ago. It wasn't me, but boy. Let me think on it. Let me think on that. I know I've heard it, but let me sleep on it.
If you think of anything, could
So
you
I gave
please
her plus
contact
3,
us?
so
We're
25
staying at the
versus
Lick
the
and
30.
Chicken.
So close. Yeah, I'd imagine you're staying at the Lick and Chicken, unless you want me to set you up in here, but they're not as comfortable as the Lick and Chicken.
We would not want to impose on you. I appreciate your offer.
Okay, now just as you're there, you're talking. It's only you and little Mr. Cobalt in the office.
Is there anybody new to
Where's our
town?
wizard?
You hear her screaming, and don't you ever talk to me like that again, with a very loud, resounding slap.
Excuse me.
I think we know where the wizard
We gotta see what the heck is going on with our wizard friend. When we come out of the office, what do we see?
You see you see a cowed wizard with a very beet
Right.
red, perfectly red hand mark right there on his face, and a glowering secretary.
I'm still in the office for that.
Now you can talk to the mirror if you want. I grabbed the wizard.
I only complimented her hair.
Accept my apologies. Can't I take you anywhere?
No, you did. I don't think you heard me.
Take our wizard friend out
No,
of
she's
there.
yelling at you. That's why you're coming with me.
Yeah, and I'm saying I only complimented her hair.
Well, apparently she didn't like it.
I guess
Funny
not.
how he doesn't talk about the rest of the sentence about the hair down there and any other crap he was saying. You were the one.
As I call him out, I'm chastising him.
So what are you doing there, Mr. Cobalt?
You follow. Can't you just stay under the radar for 2 minutes?
That was at least 3.
Do I have to tie you up and just hang you from the rafters in our room? Because I will do that, and that is not an idle threat.
Can I choose the rope?
All
Can I choose the rope?
right.
I got.
You know, she's like,
Patience.
oh yeah, I can see it now.
The nice things in life that you used to enjoy. And don't smack the living crap out of this companion of yours. All right, our cobalt friend is still in with the mayor. We'll give him another few minutes.
All right,
Pull
Cobalt.
yourself together and apologize to the secretary without doing further insult. We can go back in. Can you do that?
I don't know. I will say the words "I'm sorry," but I don't know if she'll hit me again.
Maybe tomorrow. We'll try
That would be a
again.
good idea.
I was kind of hoping she'd say, "You're coming with me, grab you out of your ear, and do that
Let
number."
everything calm down for now.
So, is there any new people moved into town, Mayor?
No, we've had people leaving.
Okay, that's all I got.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope whatever it is, with the strength of you and the mighty warriors and adventurers you are, that you will stop it dead in its tracks. I have full 100% confidence in you.
Thank you. So do I.
Out you go. Now it's closer to 3:30ish. Still early in the day, but it's clicking. Which is why I'm glad I rolled the dice. I can at least have a time frame.
So people are leaving this place in droves. After
Not in droves. Nobody said they're in droves. Just that they are leaving, and they are leaving to take the opportunity of free lands and to set themselves up with new homesteads in the new colony region. This is not new. This has been going on from the beginning.
For a while, right?
And as a backtrack to remind you, it's when this started, and you have learned that whatever is going on and manipulating here does not want these two to group together into this small little kingdom and then grow from there. They're doing everything they can to stop this from happening. But it's happening. You've been thwarting them all along every time.
Tara,
Yes.
Maybe we should stop
What-
the people leaving.
what did you get from the druid about the Yule Man?
Nothing. he was kind of not a good source of information.
That's all you know.
I wasn't very good with him. He led me down the garden path, literally.
That he did.
He was playing games.
Here you go. I love that girl. She's a role player. I love you, dear. In a non-sexual manner, as Jeff Cooner would say. He's a guy I like listening to in the morning, Jeff Cooner.
Well,
Used to listen to him every morning, but not anymore.
people have been having issues with moving and stuff.
No, you're reading into it. Nobody's been having issues with moving. There's a new colony region in between the two baronies. They are trying to become one. So between the two is this open area, and they've been trying to get people to colonize it. So people who have the ability has been taking that opportunity to go down, claim lands, and colonize it. It's no different than go west, young man. We're starting here. You go out there and you go get it. Same concept.
Is there a shrubber in
People have
town?
been having trouble.
Sorry, wrong
We've dealt with issues
wrong
from that.
movie, wrong everything.
That
Well, you know,
maybe it's the
I just want
druids.
to know if there's a place
You
where I can
think
get
the
a
druids
live
are doing something?
plant.
I mean, I
No,
know
there's
like
no
people,
greenhouses
but-
or anything like that. No.
If people are colonizing, then wouldn't they be like clearing land
Just let.
for farms and making houses?
Yeah, that's what they're
Yes,
doing.
Yes, they would.
So maybe the druids are upset.
That could very well be.
It's possible, but
We can go back tomorrow if we want, but we'll do it on our terms.
Ron, I am going to do a religion check.
do me a real quick thing, Steve.
Okay.
Is it possible to keep it on mute and get you on here also so I can see all four of you? I'm just curious. Because when I'm talking, when I tape it, I'm talking to these, but they don't know there's this other over here. I'm just, if you can't, it's fine. He says, I got this set up perfectly and I don't want to move it.
See what I can do.
You're good.
Because I know there's usually the backlash, but if you have it on mute, because I'm talking to you direct. If not, don't worry about it. It's more of a questionnaire thing. So anyway, while he's doing that, anything else you guys can think of that you want to do?
I wouldn't mind going to talk to that yogi fella where he's kind of out in hinterland.
Uh-oh.
Eating anything out of the
No, it shut you down.
Me too. Partly
Oh
just
yeah,
as,
it's my
trying some of his stuff.
Okay, I was just curious.
yeah, it's the same account.
Okay, so yeah, you're going to have to, your video has been disconnected. Okay, just a second. He's got to reconnect. I was curious, so.
Just gonna go grab a aspirin.
Okay.
Yeah, so the answer is no.
Yeah, no, I was curious.
And then what were you saying about Stephen and Ron?
No, I was just seeing if he was able to
It's the
link
same
up here,
account.
but because it's the same account, it shut you off on this one to go over there. So
Yeah.
I was just curious.
If he logs, it's
I'm going
Duh,
to make a
it's me
religion
on
check.
there.
I'm going to make a religion check to see what a good offering, not a sacrifice, an offering to a druid would be.
Okay.
That's I see. This is Steven's phone that we're seeing Ron from.
19 and 11 is 30.
Yes, this is Steve's account, yeah, but it's his laptop. But because the reason I like you on cameras, I like to see the expressions. When it's blank, I can't tell. So I would not have known that she lost it. Finally realizing what May and Barry and Rift and all them actually stood for, I would have just twiddled my thumbs and waited. So I like to see.
The riff part.
You didn't catch the Rift? It's trademarked. I have to add an I. RIFD.
Trying to think what that RFD would mean.
Unless you're an old man like me,
Or me.
or there.
Or me, or an old woman.
People! Okay! I do not own this, just to let you know that for all you YouTube people. It is trademarked.
30 is 19 and 11.
The biggest thing would be if you can find a way to put more lands in their purview that nobody can colonize or no, because this land that forest is set, so it's like a
And the forest up in the New Colony region, that is claimed.
you have claimed it, but it has not been
druidized.
There were critters in there, nasties in there.
Yeah, but there's no druid there.
No druid in that one, correct.
Right. Okay.
The only druid you know is this one.
Yep.
With a 30, you wouldn't be talking about, I want this area. No, to increase her holdings. These are, his holdings are here.
Right.
Increase those.
Down here.
Well, up here. You're north of your...
So we're north of the New Colony region?
Yeah, this is Riverside.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to see it.
Right.
But you're here.
Right.
Okay, this is Rosalia. Over here is Three Towns, and this is a New Colony.
Okay.
Okay, and Riverside just has this forested region. It's only like a mile or two in circumference. It's not big, but it is the equivalent of a state park.
Okay. So need to increase
this person's area. They're not going to say, "Oh, I'm going to abandon this to go over there." Now I got two places I got to keep going to.
Yep.
They focus on their area.
To be fair, it may not be such a bad idea to just kind of take a stroll through the hinterlands and just talk to some of the people. Make sure that they haven't encountered any odd things or...
To save you an issue with all that, you've already been there. These are the things you've been dealing with. The letter that you found, the missive that you found, specifically focuses on Riverside and waking up the Yule Man, and that the Yule Man will start causing hate and discontent in Riverside. The reason being, in the letter, that if he can start getting them infighting and really hurting each other and focusing on this guy, it'll allow them to sneak in the army and then attack. And that's what you stopped, but the Yule Man has been awoken, and you're out to prevent that. You just don't know who or what this Yule Man is.
Hey, you're a cleric. What do you think? Would the church have any insight?
I have the thing with...
I don't know what the Yule Man is, so...
Yeah.
I don't know.
For keeping the update, just like Sir Andros, because that's the same one.
Should we take the time to go approach a church leader or elder?
But
ask them if there's any way that we can offer.
Maybe we should look at people that
hearing and hearing at the same time.
And look at,
see if there's anyone who can
compare
offer
the
an increase
handwriting.
in lands.
Well, the
for
clergy
school
is
to
normally
protect
educated.
some additional area.
They'll have to go to the council and see if they can get it approved. That's all we can say.
I don't know, Mr.
This is
Wizard,
Rosalia.
do you have
You have no influence here other than who you
any, Mr.
are,
Wizard, do you have any
but no
insight
influence to push
or
the council.
opinions or ideas?
Run it by him again, because he was talking to me at the same time.
Oh, sorry. Mr. Wizard, do you have any ideas or insights or
Many.
anything? Opinions?
Many. The first one is your relationship with the druid may have lost us some information.
Probably. Had no patience for druids.
I've been working with Yeah, I've been in communication with 3 towns to try to see if we can make some kind of offering to the druid for.
We can do that.
But that could take a little bit of time that we probably don't have. What I would like to do is head back out there and have you try again.
Sure.
And focus on trying to get information on the Yule Man. Let the druid know that the Yule Man has been awoken and will be coming specifically here in order to cause hate and discontent. Specifically, Riverside. And the druid is probably the best person to contact about that at this time. Because the guards and the mayor, they're literally
Dopey.
Speed bumps, targets of creating the hate and discontent. The druid is probably the strongest being in this area. So we need to go back out and try to enlist that druid's aid.
Shall we traipse out there now?
I would, yes. I'd go back out there again.
Next day?
Is it the next day?
No, I'm just asking. You're going to do that the next day. It's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon right now.
Oh, sure. We'll do it the next morning.
All right.
Why not?
Everybody give me a wisdom save.
Oops.
15.
19.
18.
Okay. You have rotten dreams, but you don't remember them.
Like every other night of my life lately.
No. Daymares don't count. So the next morning, we'll say being adventurers and you're really rested, we'll say like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
Because it is later and you want it to be.
We're up late.
Well, it's getting colder, so you don't want to go out in the chill, and you're in a hurry, but you're not
Critical.
Yeah, you have no sense of.
What you're telling me is I'm being nice and taking my companions into consideration. Because if it were me, I'd have been up at 5 o'clock and out the door.
Do you wish to? You
No,
can.
I'd be
This,
nice to them.
like I said, this is you. Individually, you can do whatever you want. You don't want to wait till they wake up. You can say, I'm not waiting for you guys. He gave us an idea. I'm going to go try. It is 100% up to you.
No, they need their beauty sleep.
Are you going to go alone? Yes or no?
No, I'll go to them.
That's a lot of sleep.
They'll keep me from losing my temper again.
All right. You're awake. You've already eaten. You're just relaxing. They wake up at 8 o'clock, but they get something to eat. It's 9 o'clock before you finally get moving.
No, I'd be up at 7. I'd be ready for 8 o'clock.
Right. I'm talking about they wake up. By the time you wake up, you go down, you eat. You're
ready. I'd be ready to go at 8 o'clock, not waking up at
Okay, so only the kobold you wait for, who finally comes down at 8.
We wake him up.
Okay, so much for 8 a.m. 7 a.m. everybody's up, and you go back to the forest at 8 a.m. I don't care about the time frame of this.
Yeah.
So you go back and you walk into the forest.
Find my rock again.
Yeah, you can go to the same place. You didn't go very far in the first time.
Yep.
Hail and well met. We're back. And I would like to apologize for my ill-tempered behavior of yesterday. Would you please grace us with your presence? We have some questions, and you might have the answers we are looking for. This is important. It will impact pretty much everybody around us. Please.
You feel something crawling along your ear.
Smack.
And you hear a whisper, you know where to go.
I would request that my companions come with us, please, as we all need to hear whatever the answers are.
Don't trust them.
Here we go.
Do I hear her
So they're
talking?
not coming?
Only out loud.
I hear her talking.
Well, she talks out loud just so you can't hear what they say.
But I hear that I can understand that she's. having
Yeah,
a
she's talking right out loud. Yeah,
She's
not
having a
whispering.
conversation.
yeah. You just hear her side of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I bring my companions? And then she gets up and starts walking.
I am working on in increasing a.
Gee, if only they could be invisible or something.
No. I am working on increasing the preserve area around this wood from an official capacity.
You can tell the wizard until I see it. It means bumpkus. I have been given many promises before. Few have actually come to fruition.
This is not a protocol. If she if she gives those words in reply,
I don't know how she's going to read. I don't know. I don't know. Keep walking.
I'm walking. These boots are made for walking.
I love it.
How far do we need to go?
You know where to go. You walk 20 minutes in. You learned from last time the run around. Now you know. It told you go to the same place and you walk 20 minutes right in where you were. Basically right by that little muddy pond.
Yeah, I'm marking in my mind this time.
And the half elf is sitting there and playing with some bumblebees.
That wasn't what was in my ear.
Spider.
Actually, bumblebees don't bite. Spiders, they kind of bother me. I apologize for my ill behavior yesterday.
You weren't ill-behaved.
And well,
What were you? You asked me some questions I didn't have the answers to. So what's the
would you
problem?
know anything about a creature called the Yule Man?
Roll me
This is a
persuasion.
Pardon?
Persuasion.
The reason I'm asking is we have a letter that says he has been awoken.
Roll persuasion.
Ha ha ha. Come on, be lucky for me. Whoops. I can spell.
Also, I like to make you
16.
think that you're trying to persuade them to give you the answers. And just remember. What is it?
16. No?
Shakes his head and just
Persuasion?
kind of. It's not ringing a bell. I have been in these woods and I cleaned these woods about maybe 100 years ago.
So you're fairly young.
Yes.
Is there...
I just came here before they
druids
cut them
that
all
would
down.
know
I'm sorry?
the information? Oh, I'm sorry. Are there any other older druids or companions in the forest that would have the information, that would perhaps know?
Oh, there's nothing living here that's over 100 years old.
Nothing?
Not in this forest. You know this woods. You've walked by them 1,000 times. It's maybe a mile and a half, at its widest point 2 miles. It's a very small piece, and this druid came in to stop him from being totally wiped out. So he's been maintaining it for the past 100 years.
Not in this forest. Is there another area where perhaps this Yule man would reside or sleep?
I don't know. I just can't recall a Yule man. And I've never heard that name in 100 years. Since I've been here.
That's interesting.
I told you I'm reclusive. All I did was go to the local mayor at the time and just said no more. Talk to me about it, and pretty much put my foot down about this little piece of forestry.
I understand that, but you have the eyes and ears of the forest.
Yes,
You see more
but
than
most creatures that reside here, 30 or 40 years at the most. Most, quote unquote, most bears live between 25 and 40 if they don't get killed.
Well, fall is coming and winter is coming, so you may see creatures that are migrating. Would you please?
No,
do
the
me
creatures
honor
I
and
know
favor of
here-
asking?
The creatures I know here, the birds are migrating south. Some stop off and keep going, and what few bears are here have their dens, and the other animals are really trying to fatten up for the winter Yule.
If you could just keep your ear out on the migrating creatures,
just
and if you
give
hear
it-
anything about this Yule man, send something perhaps to alert us.
Yeah, I'll keep my I'll send word and let all the critters of the forest and even those who rummage around your trash bins to keep an eye out. Basically, he's talking about things like raccoons, skunks.
Yeah, skunks. Yeah.
Yeah, those things that
Okay.
will go in and get into. But you've got your barn owls and your pigeons, your sparrows who tend to be yearly.
Your geese.
Crows or ravens, something like that.
Yeah, all your critters that will be active even in the winter. What he's saying is there's no critters in this area that live over 40 years. They just naturally do not.
Which is fine, but if the Yule man has been awoken, they would see something. They could potentially see.
I guess, but it's very weird that something called the Yule Man will be awoken, but whatever. But I got nothing to tell you. I got nothing to tell you.
Well, I do appreciate your time, and please, if you do hear anything,
I will let you. I know who you are. I will let you know if I hear anything. Yes.
okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I walk back and approach my companions. I don't believe they told the truth. But I have no way to prove that.
DM to player character. You have a skill that's called Insight. That's what you use when you're talking to the person as to whether or not they're telling the truth or not.
It's alright, because I rolled really crappy anyhow, so I wouldn't have known. I rolled a 10.
Just so you'll know, that's part of it. If anytime during any conversation, you can say, "I'm going to do an insight check," and you roll it, and it's against this person's deception or wisdom if they don't have deception. And it is a druid, and you already know the druid can make himself into flying creatures, so pretty high up there. And they do use wisdom as their spell base.
Exactly. So I rolled really crappy. I wouldn't have been able to tell. But my instincts tell me.
So
All my fiber is just
So you come back, you did 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back, 40 minutes, just for simplicities, we'll say there was, even though the talking we did only lasted like 5 minutes, but we'll say there was in between, had newts and,
Yeah.
these things to break the ice, to make it just an even hour, so that now we know it is 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. is when she is back, it's 9 o'clock in the morning.
And I apprised my companions of what I found and what my feelings are. That he wasn't totally honest and truthful with us.
As again, standard, because you'd want to do this. This is as you're walking back to go sit down, get your ale or your cider, and discuss what the morning brought.
Could it have been? Are you sure he wasn't? You're pretty sure he was being dishonest or just incomplete in his information?
Oh, as a bonus, as you're thinking about that, as a bonus, I want everybody to have an inspiration because I'm loving the role play. Okay, I'm one that I'm trying to learn not to go just from dungeon crawl to dungeon crawl to dungeon crawl, and you know I know it hasn't been quite 2 hours, but yes, I've been absolutely loving it.
I think he's omitted something. I think
Omitted
he knows more about this
or
young man.
omitted or just didn't
and I'm
have.
not quite sure how to shake it out of him.
Maybe we should go to the yogi guy.
We might want to. It seems like he's had contact with this yogi person. Maybe he can tell us more or give us some insight as to how to deal with our druid friend and get the information.
Not Yogi, Yuggy.
Yogi? Oh,
Yogi was the one in some force somewhere.
You
You're
like his picnic baskets.
yes, you're talking about Yuggy, the gnome brewer.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, that's fine. Yogi is trademarked. We're not going there. I own Yuggy. Yuggy the Ugly.
He's a gnome brewer.
Yes, he owns a he has a brewery built beside the force, so he's not miles away. Well, he's miles because it's more than one, but he's not a day away. He's only like 3 miles away. He's not that far.
And he too is a loner. All right, let's take on over to Yuggy's.
And everybody knows where Yuggy. There's a trail that goes to it. The carts where he's constantly bringing it, and it's a brewery. There's a little creek that runs by. You've got the water wheel, and it is a full brewery.
Okay.
And he's got workers there. He's even has workers' houses, so those who stay overnight stay there. But usually, the parking lot is mules and carts in the parking lot. The workers.
Do something to move that ton of ale, right?
Yeah.
All right.
And there's workers just going about their business.
You can smell the...
Now, it's not, obviously, I can picture a brewery of today, but the only thing I can picture here, people rolling barrels of the supplies and the hops, and inside would be these big,
Vats.
burp.
That?
Yeah, but they're more like,
copper.
no, copper banded wood. They're still like giant casks.
Yeah, big tons.
Yeah. With
Yeah, that's what they're called, is a ton.
yeah, big tons. Yeah.
You can smell the...
You can smell the burningness because there is that wild burning as all the bad stuff is burnt out and the brew. Yeah. It's a brewery.
All right.
People just look at you and they nod. How you doing? Everybody knows you.
Hey, excuse me. I don't mean to interrupt your work, but could you point us in the direction of Yuggy? Tell us where we might find him?
He points to his office. Nobody's stopping you. As a matter of fact, you hear him talking. Ooh, the adventurers are here. Oh, what did
Anything
Yuggy do?
weird that
Is
happened?
Yuggy involved in this? I don't know, man. These guys have been going around killing all kinds of critters and all kinds of crap going on here. Why do I want to see Yuggy? Yuggy just brews ale. Is it bad ale? We heard about the poisoned ale that in the summer when there was this. Oh, I hope he ain't doing that. Oh, poor Yuggy. You hear this kind of talk.
Maybe I should expect some. Let me get a cup of it.
On top of what?
He wants a taste
A
test.
cup of the ale.
Oh, they'll just scoop some out. Yeah, Mighty Adventure here, and they give you no questions asked. It's freshly brewed. Can't beat that.
Or can you? Just wanted to see how good the brew is.
Automatically outstanding. He's a brewer.
It tastes all right.
I forget what book it is
Good.
in the
A little
in,
bitter, a little
in these
hot.
guys.
Yeah.
You can look at brewer. No.
Brewer gnome.
Yeah. I forget where it is, but it's a brewer gnome. Basically, it's a an underdark type gnome.
Mm-hmm. Focuses on brewing.
It's a brewer gnome.
So a deep gnome.
No, brewer.
He's far from home. Potentially.
Or is it
Far
a
from home.
brewer goblin? I can't remember.
All right, anybody else?
It could be a
the questioning?
goblin.
Kind of sucky at it lately.
I wish I remembered what book he was in. I forgot to jot it down. But later you can look it up. It's a brewer gnome or brewer goblin. But it's a because they know what they're doing, they're usually made into slaves and then escape. Can't remember. Brewer gnome, brewer.
Hey, Claire, you want to question Yuggy?
No.
About the beer.
Did you forget why we're here?
I am small.
I mean nothing. It's a regular office. And he's there.
Good day, Mr. Master Brewer.
Yes, I am. Yes.
We're hoping to take up a few minutes of your time talking about some.
As much as you want. As much as you want.
We heard your name from the druid out in that little patch of forest down up there. Have you
Yes.
noticed
I have an understanding.
around your brewery?
Well, no, I have an understanding that my people can go out there and work some hops and some of the things without messing up nature. That's why we know each other. Yes.
It is manageable. He's the one that kind of directed us to you. Have you?
I don't remember where it was, but it's out there.
Heard of anything called a Yule Man?
Starts to think. Roll me persuasion. Find him.
Loading.
17.
Not that I can remember.
In your dealings with the druid, have you found him to be in the main trustworthy?
He doesn't like people. For the most part, as long as you don't destroy his habitat, if you will, you'll get along with him just fine.
Is there anything we could do to grease the wheels of a friendship between him and us?
I don't know. You have to discuss with him what he would like, if anything. I honestly don't remember where I saw it, but
It's difficult to have that discussion without him actually being there to be part of the discussion.
who?
The druid.
No. They're talking to the
gnome.
goblin or gnome,
Right.
and he's telling them.
Correct. And I'm saying.
Oh, tell them. See, that's the problem. You're looking at me. You tell them.
I'm looking at the goblin.
Okay.
Or the whatever he is.
He's either a
brewer.
goblin or a gnome. I
I'm,
can't
I'm looking at
remember.
I'm looking at
The
Yagi.
brewer.
I'm looking at Yagi. I'm
The
saying
humanoid brewer. How's that?
it's difficult to find out what he would like to help improve without him being part of the conversation, because he's not. I would like to talk with him. But
He's very reclusive. It's very few that he talks to. You kidding? I had my brewer running for 10 years before I finally got an audience. And that's because we went out for some wood and cut down the wrong tree. And so the audience was not exactly starting in my favor. I groveled and apologized, had no idea, and we came up with a reasonable.
Right.
So basically, just like in the town, I remove kindling and underbrush, in case of fires. So it's really a fire prevention. And it at the same time, it all helps me because then I use all that to burn my fires, along with what I have to import from other areas. But it works out for both. I do basically a forestry maintenance kind of a thing. If there's too many wolves that come in, I'm allowed to hire somebody to go take some out to keep the balance. If the deer population is too big, I'm allowed to go tell, hey, the deer population is too big. You can kill X amount of deer. I'm kind of like a go-between.
He seems like he's telling us the truth. Shall I roll an insight and just
You can
double
roll
check?
an insight anytime you wish.
Ooh, I
Has there
got
been
30.
any-
20.
Just because I'm going to just roll straight up, so 16. Just
Sorry, I got 30-20 on my insight.
telling the truth for everything this humanoid is saying, it all sounds the same.
I kind of figured he was, but that's a wrong phone.
Has there been any change of like you can't all of a sudden go to a certain area?
Well, that's standard. It's broken down into like a grid, so I can only go from this place to 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 this place, while each of these other places kind of reconstitute themselves,
Okay.
maintaining
So
a natural habitat.
That makes sense. Has there been any alter off the schedule of that?
Anybody who does not follow the schedule finds themselves off any schedule.
Well, I meant like from the druid that they change anything on the schedule.
No, we have a contract. We have a set schedule. The only thing that changes it if a fire starts and has to move things, or if it's an otherwise horrendous winter and all that underbrush I try to keep fires away. It needs to stay so that the creatures, when they come out, they'll eat that underbrush. It's a forestry maintenance contract, basically.
He didn't understand what you were saying.
Any new people move in?
No.
You haven't heard of any trouble in the new areas? Nope. That's good.
I've heard of all kinds of trouble in the New Colony region. I heard you guys took care of it.
We tried.
I was there at the jousting too. I made a hefty profit because some asshole was poisoning the other ale. It came to me. And it sucked for the people who got sick, but it was great for my profit margin.
Well, glad we could help.
If opportunity knocks, I'm a businessman. Weren't my fault. Mine wasn't the ones that was poisoned.
Fair enough. Heard.
And if things go the way I think they're going, I might expand. He might be going out of business. People still don't trust him.
That is fantastic news. Could you just, since you have a lot of people coming in and out, if you hear of anything unusual, could you perhaps reach out to us? We're staying at the Lickin' Chicken.
Absolutely. Everybody knows.
appreciate
Everybody
that.
knows who you are. Absolutely not even an issue. No problem.
I appreciate your time.
All right. Well, we'll have one of my mini casks on me. No, one of
Thank you.
Yeah. Pony cake.
the pony cake. Please accept it as a gratitude for, well, expanding my business.
We really do appreciate that. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Well, enjoy the rest of your day. We'll be off then.
And
And we kind of head out the door
just
so we
curious,
can talk.
how much are these pony cakes?
Take your ale.
Whatever the price is, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have it on top of my head. It's just whatever the price is for however many ales a pony keg would hold. Well, no, you're looking at pony kegs are only. You can carry a
It
pony
does
keg like
smell
this.
good.
No, yeah, a pony cake is small.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Oh, you
Small.
were like this. I think, oh, that's big.
Well, no, that's big around. That would be a regular.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
I
talking
won't
like
be
this.
drinking any, so
Yeah, I don't know. You can
can-
actually Google it, and it'll tell you how many beers are in a pony keg,
How many pints?
pints in a pony keg.
How many pints in a pony keg?
62 pints.
There you go.
According to Belmont Station.
So basically, 62
Times 4.
mugs of ale.
Times 4 copper. Right?
Yeah, I think it's like 4 copper a piece. Yeah.
248 copper. So 2 gold, 4 silver, 8 copper.
Basically.
He was
2.5
honest. I don't
gold.
think the elf was.
When you're looking at coppers and everything like that, that's still a hefty profit margin
Mhm.
between finally paying the people and everything
Actually,
like that.
actually, that is to the barkeep.
That's what they sell it for.
Correct. So it'll probably
He's
be
his is half that, if not.
So instead of 2.5
quarter of
gold, it would be like 1 1.25 gold.
Yeah, or just round down to 1. So you got your keg. I just assume because you don't walk in or anything. I get my horse.
Oh, phantom
You
steed.
make it, yeah, and so it can carry the keg. Otherwise, you're like, fuck, this thing's heavy.
I'll carry it if you need.
Well, let the kobold carry it.
Oh,
It's
got
as
a
big
strength
as
of-
the kobold.
I've got a strength of 5.
He's already carrying it. You go back to town. It's noon.
I would think.
No,
you guys
9, 10, 11,
probably
12,
need
1,
to
2,
eat.
3. It's more like 4. I forgot to travel out. 3 hours out, 3 hours back.
3 miles, not 3 hours.
Oh, why was I saying 3 hours? I had 3
So
stuck in
one-
my head.
3 miles, if they're walking, it's going to be an hour.
Yeah, so you went at 8, talked to Jewett. I said you came back at 9, 10,
11.
talked to him for a little bit. So 11, come in, settle back down,
It's noon.
eat your meal, noon.
All right, guys. Where are we at? We got a lion elf druid, or one who's omitting information.
Or doesn't remember.
I don't know.
That's where you are. Like I said, this is depending upon how long it takes and whatever. I just tick off the days. It is 100% role play, and there is a DC. When I tell you to roll a persuasion, there is a DC involved.
Well,
But
I know how
anyway,
I know
those that
exactly
would,
how I can go out and get him to talk to me.
you get the
Eventually.
We have something better than spells to
Fireball,
assist.
fireball,
We can
fireball.
offer
That would work.
a
It'll get you
pint of the alcohol.
I know you're
You can offer
18th
more
level.
pony
This
cake.
guy's 30th.
I wouldn't go
I
that
made
far.
him
That's
strong,
not
strong,
just
strong.
give it all away.
I'll buy you more if it gets us the information. This is more important than your ale.
But
You already took it and off you go.
we give them a cup. That should help persuade
Give who a cup?
whoever we're asking.
No, you go back to the bar. Just for craps and giggles. There's 7 people in here when you come in. 7 people having lunch. Besides yourselves.
Farmers?
Locals, be a fisher, be a farmer, be just a guy who's here for the winter shoveling.
Put a mug down.
Yeah.
In front of them.
Thanks.
I'm collecting local myths or legends and I heard
Urban legends.
urban legends.
Huh.
What do you have any?
There's always urban legends.
Sure. What
Don't go in the forest, man. It's protected by ghosts.
I think they would call it folk tales back then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. There's don't. The ghost will tear you up, and you will become a ghost.
Okay. Another one?
Well, part of the forest is we just call him Mid because we don't know his name. Mid the bear.
Okay. Mid bear.
If you get past a ghost, Mid will tear you up. You are not.
Big bear.
Yeah, you don't go in that forest without the druid's permission. End of the story. But ghosts protect it, so nobody goes in there anyway.
Okay.
We hear the only person we don't know. We think he's demon spawn, and that's the brewer. He's the only one in his people ever allowed to go in there without any problem. There's something going on there.
Okay. I'm making a note for this.
You might want to
I
keep
look
an eye on
I look at
brewer, then
a
when it
blank
goes in.
page. Run it like
Shadowing maybe?
and I go back. Somebody mentioned something about a Yule man.
Mule man, I don't know. And hey, anybody here? Yeah, and he's got his. Well, I got 7 people there just for craps and giggles. He's in a table of 4.
Okay.
So then there's a table of 3.
Three.
So there's 4 of them right here. And he's like,
I
Yule
think we
man,
should
Yule
check
man.
out the church.
You can always leave on your own and do anything you want to do. The wizard is not at your table, and he's over talking to a table of 4 locals.
Okay.
That's what he's
I'm
doing.
gonna go check out the church.
Okay, I'll get back to you. You leave to go to the church. You staying or?
I'm staying because I figure I'll wait and see if the wizard turns
Okay,
anything up.
so I'm gonna go to you
Then
first.
We can always meet the.
All right, so you give him an L and you talk and persuasion.
This is my crappy skill, but it is what it is.
There is a modification for the ale and for the role play.
How about for an at 20?
Okay. I'll get back to you.
All right.
Success. Oh, actually, no. What is your total?
20.
I'm going to give it anyway because it's not funny. You leave to go to the church. It's a small church. Just some pews and a pedestal, and you can tell it's really set up as a permanent wedding. It is Las Vegas Wedding Church.
Oh, must be the one we saw with the fluffy heart. I'm going in.
Are you ready for the Yule man?
Why would I be ready for the Yule man?
Do you know the Yule man?
Roll persuasion. No.
Is it related to the Muffin Man?
Has there been anything bad happening?
All depends on your what you consider bad. Everybody knows that this is a church of weddings. Unfortunately, it's also the church of divorces.
Has there been a lot of divorces lately?
They happen.
So what's the juicy gossip?
The juiciest gossip is Opie absolutely, for whatever stupid reason, is going to catch the one. He's determined.
Cool.
Anything else I can?
Okay.
Anything else I can help you with?
No,
Oh, okay.
that's okay.
Oh, okay. When you want to get married, I'm here.
All right. Well,
You just have to explain me
I
what.
follow Giante, so
Well,
I
that's
don't
okay.
think I can get married in your church.
Anybody can get married in the Church of Aurora. It's about love and respect and marriages and family. Doesn't matter.
Okay. I was just testing you. You're a good cleric, it sounds like.
Yes. You'll have to tell me what a kobold marriage
Entails.
ceremony details. I've never done one. But you let me know when the time comes.
Okay,
Okay.
I will. So if someone tells me also.
Okay.
So are you heading back to the bar?
Yeah, he's heading back. He goes,
Was there any other place?
you got a whole town. You can go anywhere you want to go.
Did you find out anything?
They're scratching their heads. Says, I heard, and this is from my grandfather, or was it my great
Hope he wants to
grandfather?
catch a big fish.
That no, he wants to catch the one.
The one what?
They just
Right?
call it the one.
Or fish?
Whatever it is, you have to ask Opie. It's just called the one. The one that got away. It's just the one. If anybody, no, I know, go talk to Blossom Sunbeam. I just remember that name, and this Yule something or other. I think my granddaddy or my great granddaddy told stories of it. I can't recall. I just happen to remember the name.
Okay. Who is Blossom Sunbeam?
You know her, just a half-elf female, runs the Ash Hill Market.
Okay.
That seems funny to me that everybody kind of half remembers something about it. Like there's some sort of spell at play here.
You'll see.
Don't y'all think?
The funny part is I haven't flipped the page yet. Because I don't need to when I'm looking. It's like I know I got a handle on it. And just so you know, May and Mary and all that stuff there literally was at the top of my head right now. It just popped in there and I couldn't let it go.
All right. So go see Blossom.
Okay. You'll finish on you eat.
Yeah.
No matter what. It's like, okay, we got this going on. We're trying to find out. So you're not going to go without. So you're talking, 1:30 in the afternoon before, because you wait for him to come back.
Sure.
Because you've been going as a group, so you wait for him to come back, and he has nothing to say other than Opie is trying to catch the one.
They have a cream for that.
So you go to the Ashfield Market, and it's just a small market. You know this. You've been here. And this elderly half-elf female runs the Ashfield Market.
It's Blossom.
Blossom Sunbeam.
Well, I know I've gotten that fisherman's name because I wouldn't have gone.
You
Bob the fisherman. Bob the fisherman.
no.
Greg the fisherman.
No. You know the dwarf from before. Remember?
Yeah.
Way back.
Yeah.
That's the I can't remember his name, but you.
Oh, that's the one I got from.
Yeah.
That's the one I was talking with.
Yeah, you know him.
Right. No, I don't.
He knows of the group.
Okay.
I gave that as a bonus. So I said 20. You're off by 2 because you can't. And close enough. I wasn't going to quibble because you can't get any higher.
Yeah.
So you basically ran. You rolled a 28 because I gave +8. I'm like, you should be able to do this. Oh, he doesn't have any bonuses. Okay, right. I'm not going to worry about the 2 points.
Well,
So, as a group, you go to the Ashfield Market and
approach
Blossom Sunbeam. And this again, here's general goods. A lot have to do with farming and fishing and net repair. Some small for the little sailing boats, but they're the little ones. You know, you're not talking these big sailboats. You're just talking
2-3.
what today would be a pleasure craft. You know, but so they can go mainly so they can go back up against the tide without really wiping themselves out.
Okay. Oh, Blossom. Your name came up in a conversation that I was having over lunch, and I'm collecting folklore, and Yakman the dwarf fisherman, just does, because neither one of us knows.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Said to come to speak to you because, well, there was the folklore. We're trying to figure out something about the Yule Man, who you might know.
Persuasion.
Yeah. I hope it's not going to be the same.
No, it's different.
15.
15. It's opposing. 5. She starts to shake, starts to pour sweat, and starts being very specific.
Okay.
Don't know him, never heard of him, don't know what you're talking about, no clue, no idea.
Insight. Well, that's interesting. 21.
So that's +2. 20.
I do insight check.
Oh,
And of course
She's not lying.
okay.
Do I do an insight check also?
Yeah, she's got a 20. If you beat a 20, you got insight.
Okay. Okay, I rolled a 17 plus. Oh, and? Oh. 18. Dang it.
Yeah.
I didn't make a roll either.
It's up to you.
So she's not lying.
She's not lying. Your insight is she doesn't want to remember.
Doesn't want to remember.
She is freaking out, but trying to keep her cool.
Oh, insight. Oh, so 17 plus 5. I don't know why I was thinking investigation.
Don't worry
Oh, wait,
about it, buddy.
investigation would be plus 7
Don't,
anyways.
don't worry about it.
You need to leave. She's not saying this. You know. Because even by +1, you need to leave.
Okay,
It has, you need to let her,
calm down.
she is freaking, but
Okay.
she's hiding it. She's, like I said, she's shaking, she's all this, and the inside isn't, because you see this, it's just automatic. She's like this, but you realize that she's not lying, she's just not telling, and because she does not want to remember.
Okay.
She is a very elderly half elf.
So, well, thank you for your time. We'll be on our way.
Oh, before we go, do you know the druid in the woods? Are you familiar with him at all?
Yeah.
Do you think he would be able to help us with our situation?
He doesn't know anything. I never told
Do
him.
you know him?
I never told him. Get out.
Yeah. I take her hand.
Inside. You can roll inside on this. She was very adamant about this guy.
19.
17.
13.
8.
All right.
The way she reacted is the same way somebody would react to a family member. Be it a son, be it a grandson,
That's why
be
I
it a
asked.
sibling. Oh yeah, I had a lot of fun writing this. I got notes all over the damn thing here, and it's like, that's why I read it at work and I reread it here. Okay, because I don't want to keep flipping pages.
I take them by the hand and leave.
You leave. Now it's later afternoon now. Not time frame, but I mean for you to go and sit down and discuss because we're eating time.
Yeah, 'cause we
And it
just
took you a
finished
while to
lunch.
calm her down, just initially. Then she asked questions. She's freaking out. So we'll be back. No, so a lot of that isn't in the role play. That's just the talking. But there's a lot of time in between.
Okay.
So you go back and now you can sit down. It's still early afternoon. It's only like what 3, 4 in the afternoon. It's still early.
Yeah, about 3.
Well,
Yeah.
that was intriguing.
Yeah.
So you go back in. I'm always rolling because there's always people here. I just like to see. There's 6 people in here.
Yeah.
Dwarf is gone. It's different people.
I think she was reliving trauma.
Been there, done that. It's not fun.
No.
Okay, but we don't know where to go, though.
She's got the information. We need to let her
You
calm down.
need to let her calm down.
And we'll go back again.
Or there are spells that people seem to forget, calm emotions and things like that. That most just don't take. I don't need that. Well, I'm
Yeah.
just saying here.
It's not my belly. Where is it? Hold on a minute.
Yeah, I don't have anything useful.
Yeah, a lot of people don't think about these non-combat or protective spells. It's like calm emotions in this case is pretty vital.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to.
Hello, person in the background now walking by my butt. Oh, she's gone.
Yeah.
I like to say hi to everybody.
With Arcana, that is
Okay.
that's a 27.
I have
Oh, Mr.
calm
Cleric,
emotions.
do you have calm emotions? Can you prepare it for tomorrow?
Yes, I can prepare it after a long rest.
I was going to look because if not, you can poof to the bigger city and purchase the actual scroll. But
Yeah.
if he prepares it for the next day, then that saves you some coins. Unless you just say, I want to have the coins anyway and keep a spell repertoire. You've got the money. I'm not, you know. And you won't take you poof poof.
Well, I can poof poof, but I'm not as wealthy as Sir Endress.
I don't
I'll
know.
lend you the
Oh yeah,
money.
you lost. I forgot. You. Oh, I loved that. That was the greatest. It really was. Anyway, everybody, wisdom save. What level is Calm Emotion? Just curious. I just want to know what it actually costs because now I'm curious.
Calm Emotion,
That's
second
a
level.
14.
Second level.
15.
120 gold for a second level spell. Anybody roll below 15?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 14.
You wake up. You don't quite remember because you only missed it by 1, but you are 1 level exhaustion. You just didn't sleep right. So next morning, follow the same thing. You're out and about by 8 a.m.
Yes.
You go to the store.
Yes.
There is a sign. Not back until noon.
Okay.
Should we find out where they live? Where she lives?
No, she already came in.
Well, she lives here, in this time frame, as it were. Their homes are either to the side or
Above.
So home and
Okay.
shop are the same.
Should we knock on the door of the home?
She's asking. That's
Uh,
it's up to you guys.
No,
I'm asking my companions what they want to do.
she's not here. The sign says she'll be back at noon. She's not on the premise.
Should we ask some of the tradesmen in the area if they know where she went?
Why don't we just come back at noon?
As I have the feeling, well, alright, that's fine.
I mean,
There's no wrong answer here unless it's wrong.
Part of me is just thinking, is she really going to come back? There's something hinky going on, that's all.
I love this girl. She's great.
all right, if you want to ask the
I
neighbor.
will tell you later the stuff that I have told you. Soon. Zip, zip, zip.
I mean, we can come back at noon, that's
Okay.
fine.
So you just take a time and you relax. You know you're not coming back till noon. You can take the opportunity, just poof and just check in with your family and poof right back again. I don't know if it's a once a day thing. I don't know, but you have until noon. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. You got 4 hours.
Is there a place that I could just kind of conceal myself where I can watch her store?
Well, like any place, it's a question of getting in the shadows and hiding. It's a stealth. It's a stealth roll, and does anybody see you? So you roll your stealth, and you're sitting there hiding. Just so you know, because you're not moving, it's at advantage. Only because I'm giving it to you. She's going to sit there.
Alright, so I normally would have a disadvantage, so I roll once and I get a 23 for myself.
23, just for craps and giggles. 4 people will walk by. 1, 2, 3, 4. Somebody kind of looked over there funny, but kept walking. And then a sparrow takes off.
I mean,
Close,
it's
but not
by
close
very
enough.
nature of just-
So you literally sit there for 4 hours. Nobody comes or goes.
I mean, it's
Right
not
around
correct.
11:45, you see her come back, go in her store, and opens up the shades and the windows and all that, because you got it right. There's shutters. It's not like opening a so there's shutters. She opens the shutters, and you can see her inside, basically getting ready to open the shop.
Okay.
And we're
Does she?
coming-
Where would somebody go for
I don't
counseling?
want to disturb her. I'll wait for the guy with the calm emotions
Oh,
to come
church.
back. I'm gonna go grab my jamokes and drag them.
All right,
over.
same time frame,
Oh,
noon.
back.
Come back, tells you, yep, she's back in the store. Come back, she opens the store at noon. When she sees you, she kind of cowers and she sits and she's just looking at you. She seems calmer, but not happy.
We need your help.
With what? You don't re-roll. It's already
No,
done.
I know.
So you're gonna ask her again?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm trying to phrase it properly. You're not seeing me, but I'm kind of like
Okay.
being. I'm trying to be
Diplomatic.
yeah, I'm trying to be diplomatic, non-confrontational. We need to know what you know because we need to stop.
You don't understand. You don't understand. Is it here again? Is it here again? And
Charisma.
starts screaming.
You may wanna.
Charisma.
She's freaking out.
Can I cast calm emotions on you?
No,
Is that
just
okay
do
to
it.
help you calm
He
down?
asks. She looks at you. Get away! Get away! Get away! She runs into her back door, slams.
Perhaps we should have led with the calm emotions first.
You think?
Well,
You
started
can't
asking
see the
stuff.
wizard, but the wizard looks at you and glares at you. You fucking idiot. I'll put his words in for him. You fucking idiot. Calm emotions when we walk in, not after the fact. Now we gotta wait another day and let her calm down. And now I'm gonna put these words in your mouth. This is a free intelligence check. You two or one of you is going to have to go in and talk to her. She will not talk to that wizard again.
This way you get the spell. Why don't you use your spell and go see if you can.
Oh, it's
ferret
great. Don't
out
worry about it.
some
It's
information.
wonderful.
Okay.
So-
what does their store sell anyway?
It's just generic goods for the locals. Fishing gear, repair gear, some grains.
From soap to shovels.
Yeah. Basically what it boils down to is you got to wait another day. You got to wait till noon again. And
Does she
then...
have a herbalism kit?
No! It's very, very small. I think you can only buy... Yeah, I forget actually. She might have a herbalism kit. I don't know. Nobody's gone shopping. Let me look. You can purchase... Yeah, she's got 2,755 gold pieces worth of sellable goods. Be it one gold piece and there's a whole bunch of them, or a big thing. I love seeing you piss. It's great. I know.
Can I cast it on
Yep. Oh, what are you gonna do? You're dead. You're dead in the water until noon tomorrow. Unless you figure out where she went.
I'm just gonna go heat some water up for tea. I'll be right back.
Okie doke.
That's our religion.
What you doing there, Bunko?
Trying to find a herbalism kit in the player's handbook, but I see the definition for it,
It's under tools.
It's under tools. Yeah, that's I knew it, but it's under something.
Yeah, that's where I'm looking.
It's going to rip her off.
Ah, there it is. 5 gold.
Do you grab one and leave 5 on the table, or do you just grab it?
No, I figured before I talked to her, or when I talked to her, I was going to ask if I could buy one.
She's gone.
Okay. And
The problem
I'll
is
just-
table.
I won't take it, but I'll leave 5 gold on the counter.
Ron,
All right.
Ron. I will use invisibility.
And then I guess we'll try back
She
tomorrow.
goes to the priest. Yeah. Right now it's just you two. You grab a herb kit. You put 5 on the gold, and you know she's not going to be ready to talk again until noon tomorrow because she still has to open her store.
Yeah, that's our only sale for the day.
Yeah, that's it. You go, and she talks to the priest, and this man keeps showing up, and you hear him because you're invisible. Shows up. He's talking about the U-man. That's a horrible thing for me to remember. What am I going to do? I can't. It's hard for me to remember. Oh, you must remember these things, my child. Sometimes to remember is the best thing. But, you know, I can't. It was horrible. It was disgusting. It was terrible. And she's still alive, and she has to live with it. And I can't. If I send them over there, that kind of discussion. But here's the funny part. Who's asking you, my dear? Those great adventurers. How could they do this to the... Oh, something must be going on, my dear. Maybe you should talk to... He's trying to persuade her. But the horror, what happened, and the stories, and even the things I saw, and if I send them to her, what's going to happen? Will it put her over the edge? I was just a child. You can go. You're not going to get anything. You're not going to be able to do that. But the gist of the information you have, and then you can meet them back at the end and make a decision.
Well,
So she made 5 gold pieces. It
yeah,
wasn't even there.
but she's down in inventory.
No, I left the herb kit there. I just left 5 gold pieces.
Ah. Well,
Okay.
she's conflicted.
I had to do some reading. You learn that this person, she lost all her children, and later, those who were missing before, and how they came. She cannot repeat how they came back.
They came back.
It's something that her mind cannot do it.
Okay.
And she does not want to send you to whoever this other person is. Because if it's doing this to her, what will it do to the other? This is what you get. You can go back, and now I just want to make sure I had all the information you would have gotten. You've gotten that by talking to her, or I ad-libbed the part where what freaked out. Where would she go to get counseling? The church. And that part is like, yeah, when the priest talks to him, then of course it opens up and
Yep.
bawling. All the things that would have happened with you, she does here. Tears are bawling and all of this.
And he calms her emotions. Does he?
No, she's freaking.
Okay.
But you'll see him calm emotions. Help her out. And she's a commoner. She's at disadvantage. Fills her safe. And helps her.
Alright, so we're back.
You're back.
She's having some issues emotionally. Like I was saying, she had some trauma as a child. And she's not sure she wants to send us to the next person in the chain. Because of what it might do. So don't know why she won't talk with me. I wasn't the one asking to cast some magic on her.
Well,
But you guys are gonna have to,
warm it out of her.
yeah, get us to the next link.
Okay.
Hopefully that calm emotions spell will help.
Yeah, and just don't ask her next time.
Well, I was going to ask her before we start asking her questions. But then someone started asking her questions.
No, that's once.
No, don't ask her. Just cast the spell.
No, once you don't cast it until she starts getting emotional.
Getting upset.
Because if she's not being emotional, what are you gonna calm? If she's already calm.
But I mean, don't ask her if you can cast it.
You
when
just
she's
do it.
upset, cast the spell.
Well, it's a concentration up to a minute.
Once it's been cast on the target, yes. But don't ask for permission.
Okay, well, I just figured that because
Can I cast Fireball on you?
they can choose to fail.
Yeah, but if she doesn't know that you're casting it, she can't choose anything.
Well, that's true. But the thing is, if I ask you if I could cast Calm Emotions on you, do you really think that you could tell the difference in the
Doing that and some other.
and like Finger of Death?
Exactly. She's a common woman who she doesn't know what the heck you're casting on her.
Correct.
Okay, well, then I think we should just cast from outside the building.
No, if she's already
No, you-
calm, the wizard just goes back up to his room.
She's got to
Yep.
be riled up before you cast it. If there's nothing to calm, then the spell just fizzles.
Well, it's you're suppressing any effect that causes effect causing.
Yes, but you're asking permission of a woman who's freaking out. She's not gonna fucking give you permission. She's freaking out.
Okay.
She's
Well, that's
not-
why I was saying probably should cast it before.
You cast it when you walk in, and when the first question is asked, she starts to freak out. you cast it.
Okay.
That's when you cast it. Otherwise, you just all you did was cause this woman to break down.
And we've done that twice.
You've done it twice.
Which is one more than it should have been.
So you go to the next day, because there's nothing you can do today.
I don't. She doesn't want to see me.
No, I'm talking to them.
Yep.
All right.
So the next day comes, it's the two of you.
And the little bell jingles over the door as we open it.
Yeah, and she glares at you, specifically at the kobold.
I know this is upsetting, but it's extremely important. Lives depend on the information.
More than you can possibly imagine. You weren't here then. 90% of the people here weren't here then. They have no idea. Urban legends to them.
But we need to put a stop to this. And we need the information you've got locked inside your head. Otherwise, we don't want a repeat of what happened all those years ago. Please.
She breaks down, starts sobbing. So many.
All right.
Now you cast Calm Emotions. What is the saving throw? She does get one.
It's a charisma saving throw. 19.
Okay, straight up. She's only got bonus to wisdom. 17. Lucky she doesn't have +2, which she has in her wisdom. She calms down, not realizing you cast a spell. You don't understand.
Please make us understand. Help us to understand.
So many, they died. The children, taken,
We faced
mauled,
stuff like that.
destroyed, torn apart, taken. No, go see. Looking for the name. Go see Alice. Alice was there. I can't talk about it anymore. I can't. Alice Wentworth. See Alice. And she goes in the corner.
Thank you.
For herbalism kit, can I buy a herbalism kit?
She clutches her heart and collapses.
Oh my God, can you hear her?
Yes, I can heal her.
A healing spell does not stop a heart attack.
The what?
A healing spell does not stop a heart attack.
Lester.
Was she dead or dying?
Dead.
Crap.
It's like her heart burst. She couldn't take it anymore. 3 strikes, you're out. It's going to happen anyway.
So we basically killed her.
That's on your conscience.
I do Revivify.
She's dead.
Yeah, that's what Revivify is
She's
for.
not coming back. I know what the spell does. I know what it's about, but part of that is the spirit wants to come back. She does not want to come back. She has had it. She is done. She is accepting her death and the promise afterwards. She doesn't want to relive any of this anymore.
We need to let somebody know that
It does. It's about the
passed
spirit
away.
wanting to. She had no intention.
Appropriate
Does not want to come back.
authorities and family and whatever else. Which we do.
I'm thinking honor among thieves.
Flag down Barry
Speaking dead.
or whoever's on duty.
Hey, that's only two.
Yeah, you're not there.
When we were doing
No.
our shopping,
That's only two.
That's only two.
You could have gotten maybe some more, but they got the, you know. Yeah, when you walk out, all you got to do is tell May and Barry that
Okay.
we're
well,
doing a business and she had a heart attack. And there is a local doctor, not a local clerk, but there is a local doctor who will come and verify, yeah, she was elderly, heart attack.
they'll inform her family. blah, blah, blah.
Even the cleric of Aurora, she's been saying, so yeah, she's been coming to me for stress, and it probably just stressed her out. She was on the cuspids
I
anyway.
do pick up my herbalism kit though.
You paid for it.
Oh,
He's a kobold. I have no qualms about it.
Could you direct us to where Alice Wentworth lives?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Because I need the map. Alice Wentworth. Where my finger is, it is right there.
Okay, and where are we now?
You're
We're on
down
this
here.
side, right? Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't need this page anymore, so I can leave the.
So we go out and we inform our little wizard friend what happened.
He was already in there, invisible.
Oh, I thought, okay. I wasn't sure of that. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Shall we go see Alice?
You go to see Alice.
Yeah, it's and she's 10 feet tall.
Alice Wentworth says she lives way up in that corner. It's a small village. It takes 15, 20 minutes to get there. It's not that big. You knock on the door, and you hear, yes? Who
Hi,
is
is this
it?
girl Alice Wentworth?
That is my married name, yes.
May we come in and speak with you for a moment?
If you wish. If you're coming to rob me, I got nothing.
No, no, no. We have no intent to do harm.
Yeah. Hipplehop Huffingman is the halfling doctor. He's the one that came in.
Alright. So. I'm still in.
Because you're invisible. You happen to see this. That's I just wanted, so if you ever want to go see the doctor, you know where he is.
Yep.
Yeah, I wrote down the markers. I don't need the number, so I'm good.
Alright.
That's what I was looking for. Everything marked in green is the building. Like, where's my building list? Oh, duh.
Yeah.
So anyway, he lives way up in the corner. It's you guys can't see the map because I can never get you at the chair. But basically, there's two buildings side by side, and there's this farmland right behind them. Not a big farm, but you know, for the local, you know, they want to can their vegetables and stuff like that.
Okay.
You open the door. It is bare. There's only the basics there. And you see this very elderly elf woman.
Elderly
Right.
elf woman.
Elderly, full elf. She told Wentworth is her married name.
Yep.
You got that spell ready?
And she's rocking her chair.
Dude.
Her eyes are sewn shut. Her skin is colorful blotches where you can see it, where she hasn't gotten it all hidden.
Yep.
Perceptions.
Oops.
19.
She is wearing a wig.
Wearing a wig.
12 is mine.
When you look at her nails, you can tell they are not real. They seem to be colored leather.
Okay.
You can see along her lips, or he does, along her lips, little healed holes,
Yeah.
i.e., where the lips were sewed shut.
Ew.
And she's sitting there on her rocking chair. Everybody do me a wisdom save. Disadvantage.
Yes.
A what?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save, disadvantage.
Okay.
5.
Disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. 11.
Fail.
5.
Fail.
15.
Succeed. Those of you who failed, just so you know, you're at one level of exhaustion. Some of these nightmares you've been having, they come back. You've had 2 days of rest. You got it back.
Oh, you did get it back.
And I forgot when I was marking, I was focused on the days to have you roll those. So my burn. You had these nightmares. You don't remember. This particular one is when you see here, some of these nightmares come back. And you just kind of remember the vileness of them and the things you've seen. And it just kind of wipes you out mentally. But she's just sitting there, rocking on her chair. Well, on her rocking chair.
So Claire, you got that spell ready just in case? Okay.
What spell would he have ready? You need a spell? I got nothing.
No. We were talking about something from earlier on today.
Okay.
That has nothing to do with you. I must confess.
That's
to
nice.
being surprised.
Have you guys
at your
been here
appearance.
for a while?
Pardon?
Have you been here for a while in town?
Several days.
Oh, well, the next time. Yeah, I love it. The next time you go to the Ash Hill Market, can you tell my daughter I haven't seen her in a while or heard from her? I'd just like to know she's okay.
If we go.
Okay, thank you.
So, does regenerate heal the eyes?
She was a half elf?
Yeah, no.
Married name elf. I'm sorry?
Would regenerate heal regenerate the eyes? I know it does like fingers and legs. And
Shouldn't
Her
we ask
eyes
if
are
also
sewn shut.
Okay.
well, I don't have it ready right now, but
As a matter of fact, it was your daughter who sent us here.
Oh. Well, tell her thank you. I'd really like to hear from her. She's been so busy.
Do you mind me asking how you came to be in this state that you're in?
I know you're not at the table. It's hard to give the facial expression. She has no eyes, but if they could glare, they would glare.
Oh, I couldn't hear you.
So she gives you an intense mouth because no eyes.
okay. We got a warning about an individual, and when we said that person's name,
Oh.
your daughter was freaking out, and so that's when we were talking about calm emotion spell to help calm her. And we're trying to.
Did
stop
you
that.
tell my daughter about the Yule Man?
You know? What do you know about the
That's
Yule Man?
that's what we got the letter warning us about, that the Yule Man. So we're trying to
He
stop them.
did this to me when I was a child, and only her father accepted me as I am. She was there. I told her the stories. Then she started having nightmares and seeing the Yule Man.
We have word that he's awoken. And we need to know how to stop him.
If he has awoken, then children will go missing, parents will die.
Do you have any idea how we can stop him? Or do you know somebody who knows how to stop him?
He only comes every 300-400 years. He shouldn't be here now. The only people who even know about the Yule Man are those of us who were young children at the time. And I was lucky. I was rescued.
Where
But
was it
not
that you were rescued from?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you see my eyes that aren't there?
Would regenerate heal the eyes?
I honestly don't know. I have no idea.
Hold on,
That's
let
what
me
I'm
check.
saying. Like, it will replace fingers and legs and tails. So I don't know.
Hold on a minute.
That was 140 years ago.
So you're
He-
okay now. Then
I guess.
No, I'm not okay.
Run.
Oh, that's hard to yell. It's hurting my throat.
It would be. I guess it would be considered
Don't
a
laugh,
severed
Clara.
part.
Okay, so
well,
according
has more wisdom than I
anyway, according to the rules, evidently, yeah, it will reheal the ice.
Well, it says targets severed body members.
Yeah, they were plucked out.
Fingers, legs, tails, and so on, if any, are restored after 2 minutes. And if you have a severed part and hold it to the stump, it instantaneously causes it to knit. But the and so on, because they were plucked out, yeah, it would fall into that.
Yeah. So according to the rules, you can start letting the eyes regrow. Mind you, they're sewn shut.
So you have to.
Yeah, you may want to unsew him.
Well, no, I don't. I'm asking. I don't have it prepped right now.
So right
But
now
next
you're
thing
talking.
you know, I could come
You're
back and
you're
see
talking
it.
openly to her about.
Yeah, you're not talking with the game master and your fellow players. You're talking openly in front of the NPC.
Yeah.
You're
And
upsetting her
you're-
like you were doing her daughter.
She's already freaked out that you're mentioning the Yule Man. And wait until she hears her daughter had a heart attack.
I'll wait for you. I'm telling her.
Is my son okay? Is he still okay? My grandson? Have you heard from him?
Wasn't he at the bar?
He's the druid. Put it together.
Sorry.
Put it together.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
Yes.
Yes, we saw him a
Oh,
couple,
good,
3
good.
days ago.
Yeah,
He seemed to be okay.
yeah, he's reclusive. He really needs to get out more. He needs a girlfriend.
Wait, out of character, I thought the druid was a full elf.
No, he's
He was a half elf.
Ah.
He was a half elf. She's a half elf.
I asked
This
his daughter
elderly
about
is
it,
an
and
elf. And they told you this is her married name. So the father was a human who's long since passed away.
So are you going to offer
And
her to
the girl,
regeneration or what?
for some reason, aged early. The nightmares, whatever is happening, aged her physically very early. Or mentally, to the point. You know, when some people, I'm 30
Right,
years
right.
old with the gray hair, yeah, too much stress in your life. And going to her 3 times put her over the edge.
Well, I would say sometimes, even with a lot of stress, you still don't get some. Sometimes.
If you're lucky. But you know what I mean.
It's a moot point. It's a moot point.
Yeah. So you're basically going to family members who are the ones who know of, or in this case, recall the Yule Man.
Yeah.
The idea being it pushed you from place to place to place to place. The role play being how do you
Get there.
deal with each one, hopefully realizing the stress you will put these people on if you start having them remember this. This old lady now is highly stressed out, but she is talking. And she went through a lot more than just her daughter. And again, your free intelligence, the things you have been doing, and by mentioning these things and things happening, you know these horrible dreams start coming. Which means the daughter has been afflicted with these horrible, disgusting nightmares that has aged her. Because it's like she was there, feeling it, experiencing it, and she couldn't take it when you came more than once.
I just said you would have
Yeah,
All right, cleric.
it just would have been a few days later.
What do you want to do?
So you're all there.
Would you like the rest of this for the later?
You know, I would. One, two.
Well, we're gonna try to make
Perfect.
sure that to stop the Yule Man.
Okay. Well, everything about the Yule Man, nobody remembers. And everything I recall when they're doing the investigation has been hidden. It's been stuck in archives. That's why nobody remembers. They never found the culprit. They never knew who it was. They did investigations. They asked me many questions. And I know they filled out the paperwork and they just probably stuck it in the archives. Government House has archives.
In town.
Yeah, in
We
Government
need
House,
to
yeah.
investigate the archives. Or is there anything else you would like to do or say?
No,
to
that is
this lady?
yeah. Basically, any more pertinent information, you'll have to go to the archives and dig up the investigation reports and see what it says. Mind you, she was a captured child at the time. It could only report her side of things.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a full investigation, which means more was going on, but she can only give her part.
Things she doesn't even know
Right?
There are things she doesn't know of, correct.
I am going. Invisibility is irrelevant at this point.
Right.
So I'm going to ask her, is there some message you would like us to give to your son if we speak with him again?
I just tell him his mom misses him and if he could visit sometime.
Is there
of. Is there anything else you
anything
can do
that
for
you would
you?
like is there anything that I could give him that would show that the message actually came from you?
Just give him my maiden name. Longstrider.
Archives.
And no,
next.
nobody knows her maiden name.
Yeah.
The kids do.
Or the remaining
The remaining son. Yeah.
What?
archives. And this
Anybody got anything else they would like to
uh,
say or add?
dates of that we should be looking for.
Go to the archives.
Okay.
I just said that what you know is what happened was 140 years ago.
That right? Okay.
Okay.
That's when.
Kids disappeared.
She knows that it
died.
happens every 200 to 300 years.
Yep.
She's old enough to remember the time before,
Yep.
and then this. So she's ready to drop just by virtue of age. She'll probably live another 50 or 60 years naturally as an elf before just nature
Yep.
moves its course. That's why she knows, and her parents told her, and her grandparents. So she is the urban legend of the Yule Man, and beware of it and stuff. So, and this all accumulated until it actually happened.
Right.
Her freaking out is that it's not the minimum time this thing should come back is not for another 60 years.
Okay.
Minimum 60 to 100, 160 years.
Okay. So, out of character, she had already said that it was so long ago. So I'm assuming she didn't want to have regeneration.
Maybe she couldn't have.
She's
died.
been blind for so long, it'll probably be more of an emotional, just terrible for her to get her eyesight back at this time.
Yeah.
She's lived blind for almost 200 years. It's
Yeah.
it's her natural way
Again,
now.
out of character, so Ron doesn't hit me with. You said it in front of her.
No, as long as
Yeah.
you say that, it's
Yeah.
good.
You know, she does. You know, the last thing that you want her to see is her daughter getting married.
It's bad enough she's going to be told about it and will be aided to the funeral to hear it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for.
And just think
the
about
info.
it. She'll want to see her daughter one last time, and her daughter will not, because you're not looking at Ken and Balm. There's this frightened, absolute horrible look on her face. They can't change it.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like my character's wisdom is higher than what mine is. 'Cause I didn't think about that stuff.
Always think, what would the character do? And then look at
Well,
it. And remember, you can
well,
always
right,
ask me,
yeah.
out of character, look, I'm looking to do this. My character's wisdom and intelligence is this. Would he do it? And I'll give you the
Yeah.
answer based on your common sense and or lack of smarts.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. He's 13 int, but 20 wisdom. So
He would have known better.
yes.
But in the heat of the moment,
Yep.
So, you have your pertinent information.
Where are we going?
Okay, I go back to the church.
Okay. He leaves, goes back to the church.
I head over to the archives.
They'll tell you
Yeah,
tomorrow
it's
because it's
good.
late afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll go to the archives with you.
There's
Yeah.
archives in this small little town.
Local archives, it's like a baby library of
Yeah, it's a-
things that have
whatever you
happened in
call it,
town.
Whatever you would call it.
Birth
yeah.
certificates, death certificates, major happenings like goblin raids and stuff like that.
Taxes, when these buildings went up, and what they all the generic stuff. The day will end, but it won't end until I know what you want to do at the church.
I was going to ask how much I was going to offer to pay for the funeral of that one lady, and let them know that the
It's just a couple of silvers. It's not expensive. It's not like today. They just go out to the local boot hill. It's just a wooden casket.
Maybe
They
we
dig a
could
hole
buy
and
some
put
nice
it in.
flowers or something.
Yeah. There's no embalming. There's no plush caskets and all the stuff a dead person has no use for.
Yep.
We gotta go tell her brother too.
But yeah, you can just give a donation to help with the burial, drop off a couple of silver. That's cool.
okay, I give them a go for it, and then let them know that someone probably should let the mom know that the daughter died.
You take us for fools? Of course somebody's going to let her know. And message will get out to the son. Duh. Man, for great adventurers, whew, you guys really need to drink out of the fountain of intelligence. Or maybe the fountain of common sense. Or it could be a kobold thing. I'll forgive you, my son. It's probably a kobold thing.
Are you racially appropriating me?
Okay, now I head back to the archives,
Well, no, you go back to
or I guess the tavern to wait for them.
right, because now you got to wait till the next day by the time you're done. Again, we'll follow the same thing. The next morning, we're still okay. I got 3 hours 16, so you got like 45 minutes. I don't have a clock.
Oh no, I'm just.
Well, it looked like, yeah.
No, I'm just. It's like 8:30.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
I'm going by
I'm
this.
just putting the stuff that I'm not using away.
Yeah. So the next morning, you've got your routine of 8 o'clock start. But so I don't forget, everybody do a wisdom save. Those who failed yesterday
Disadvantage.
is at disadvantage. Remembering.
Did you say
Dang
yes?
it! Lousy disadvantage.
How do you get
You are at 2 levels of exhaustion.
I'm at 1 level.
17? What did I mean?
Yep, you're good.
Okay.
Just so you'll know, let's say you go to the
She failed the previous day.
Yeah, but she gets it back.
She gets it back this time. Yeah.
Just so you'll know, I'm just going to let you know this as DM to the players. If you reach the exhaustion of death, you're not going to die. This isn't that type of exhaustion.
So if you hit level 6, you're not gonna.
You're just so exhausted that you're down for the day. You literally need almost 12 hours of solid rest. You literally go almost into a... it's like the guy... the military. They wake you up in a while. They do this for the first day and a half, and when you drop. Same concept. This is...
They did a friggin' every day.
I'm going by when we
months.
first got off the bus. They didn't let you... They made sure you were late. They didn't let you sleep. You didn't settle in until the next day after in the barracks, and then you had to set everything. So it was almost 2 days before you got in, and that first night you
just
dropped.
Yeah, and woke up. Yeah, you dropped at like 10 p.m. and they woke you up at 3 a.m.
Right, but that got you. You were still tired, but it started getting you. Then when you didn't do that dicking around, you went right to that. It got you immediately into that routine. So that's just so you know. Don't worry about death. It's just you are overexhausted. All right. So you don't need to push away. You just tell them, I want to go to the archives. Hey, they open the doors for you.
Okay.
You're this level. You're known. There is a zero argumentative. It ain't going to happen.
Signet ring.
Yeah. Well, they already know who you are. It doesn't matter.
Right.
You're irrelevant. The signet ring got her in the first time just to verify because they're expecting Sir. Surrender. Oh, he's not here. No, I am now his. Oh, okay, good. That good. You can get into any government place you want to without any paper. We don't care.
Yep.
All the power to you.
Well,
Oh, that's the commotion
You hold
about.
the power now, Lady Tara.
the power. I got power.
Like I said, you go to government house, it's mixed town hall, militia, jails, archives. It's all in one. That's why it's that big building. It's an all-in-one building.
We're gonna go read through some old
Uh-huh.
files.
Okay, just so you know, you go down there. It is not easy finding the files. Old, dusty tomes maintained in the dungeons of the government house. The local wizard, because paperwork is important, there's a local wizard that keeps moisture out, so it maintains it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just a low-level wizard. He doesn't, he ain't gonna get
Yeah,
nothing.
well, we got plenty of light.
Oh, I'm talking about so the books
Correct.
don't rot and
Correct.
that sort of thing.
But I have plenty of.
Oh, there's light. He's got the glow codes.
Okay.
Because don't want nothing to burn
He
down.
has some sort of preservation
People still come
program.
down here every day. They're refiling and finding old stuff. They just don't go so far back. This is part of the government every single day. It's harvest time. The taxes, you see them coming down with the taxes of X amount from this farm, X amount from this farm. They paid this much went into storage. So-and-so had a baby today.
Oh, you know what, Ron? I have the scribe cantrip from Deep Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what it does is I can make an exact copy. It just takes the document and makes an exact copy of it.
Sure, that's cool.
I never thought I'd actually have a.
That's a great one because
Chance
now
to
you can go in
use.
there, find it,
It's like
and
a
then
Xerox.
take your time instead of in the house. You can take your time and go
Yeah,
in the
it's like
room or on the
zzz,
table
zzz.
and lay it all out.
Yep.
Absolutely. You will
I
meet.
never thought I'd actually have to use that one, but you know
Gotta
what?
find it first.
You will meet Ingrid Greenthumb. She is the archive master. She's the librarian.
She old, young, middle-aged.
Ingrid Greenthumb is as far as you can tell, a middle-aged halfling. Had to look her up.
Middle-aged. Halfling.
She does have a medallion.
Canaan.
Religion.
Religion. Okay. 26.
Actually, Tay.
Hey. Ooh.
She's of Tay, the moon goddess.
Okay. Yeah, my religion is plus 11.
Yeah, no, she happens to do Tay.
That's.
But you can see like little box and stuff set up, and you know the address. That these are copies that are going to the Cathedral of Canaan.
Yes.
Everything goes there. All right. So you've got this archives. It's below this building. It's a big building.
Yep.
There are some books, but 90% of them are interlocking scrolls
Right.
because you roll them up, and the book does so much, scrolls does, so there's a mix. These are not spell scrolls or anything like
Right.
that. These are strictly history, and there are some scribes in one corner, and they're taking scrolls and rewriting them into books because books take up less room than a whole bunch of scrolls and scroll cases.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here you go.
Start. So there are. So she's
Grab
the,
a box.
the master.
She's the
archivist.
manager.
Looking for archives from 140 years ago.
All the way down the hall. The further down the hall you go, the older they get.
Okay. So 140 years about. Is it all the way down or just?
140 years ago, probably about, if you go all the way to the end and kind of calculate, you want to come about an eighth of the way back.
Okay.
in that general area. And she'll point to ones that they're doing scrolls from 150, 200 years ago, trying to put them in books.
Yeah.
Takes a long time.
Yeah.
So what they're doing, there's always more being put in than they can copy.
Always.
Basically, they've got job security.
Yep.
What's the oldest documentation you have?
It's between 240 and 300 years ago.
Okay.
That's what I say. Go there. You want to come back? You come back a little bit.
So is it a roll to see if we find?
It is a roll. It is history.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're looking at his. You got your. There's the whole thing about finding these people. You've got this time frame, so you're getting into that time frame, and that's what you. If you found it right away, you found it right away.
Roll is 17 plus 11 is 28.
Okay, again, high levels. Once you get into here, once rolls happen, I expect it to be pretty.
Yep.
Because this is only a 17 plus. You're just finding a set of scrolls, and you're specifically looking for a set of scrolls and/or books. This is a mix to be copied of not just things that happened here, but an investigation.
Yep.
That was the important part. If you didn't get, they hid the investigation. They put it in the archives. If you didn't get that, your DC would have been 30. No idea where to look.
Right.
0. So you break these all out, make your copies. Okay, just so you know, this takes a long time. You make your copies. You guys kind of thumb through them, but you see he has a spell and he's making these copies.
I'm a Xerox.
He basically Xeroxes them so that we can go to the next day. Because now you gather these all up, and she will ask you, okay, made copy. Fine, no problem. Signed the paperwork, you made copies, we know, and nothing's missing, right? No, nothing was stolen. Believe you, you're 18th level, you're the heroes of the land. Oh, great spell, I should get that. Huh. That would save a lot of time. Oh, that's good. Oh, I wonder if I can get that. Probably, you're really up there. Probably cost me 600 or 700 gold. Well, maybe someday, but in the meantime, we'll do it the hard way. But I'm going to work on that.
You know what?
Out of character, wasn't there bedding at the church? The church guy offered.
Bedding? No.
No, it was with Mayor.
The mayor offered you a place to sleep while you're working in his town.
A place to stay.
Well, you were all together. He opened it for all of you.
Oh, okay.
But if you want your privacy, you want to go to a room.
Well,
and
that's what I was thinking. We kind of wanted our.
Well, I was thinking more like I need sleep, so.
It doesn't matter where you
was
sleep.
the church
These are nightmares, man. These are nightmares, and you're seeing them. You're seeing the squiggly thing, and you're seeing the big eyeball things trying to eat you and suck your soul away. They're freaking you out.
I've already been 8 once.
Yeah, so what's the big deal?
That's right.
The only thing is you don't want to be at once and then wind up seeing yourself come out the other end.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the important part, and this is where I think we will call it for the evening.
Yep.
Oh, I have a little mark here, so I'm going to get to... Yep, that's what we'll do. All right. This is what... I have it here. You can ask anytime, but I'm just going to let you know.
So, I have a question for you, Ron.
Yes.
If I wanted to create a scroll of a cantrip, yeah, I think it only takes like 1 hour and like
Yeah, I don't know.
10
It's
gold
there.
pieces worth of ink and parchment and stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a scroll of scribe, and then I will give it to you.
She'll use it the one time and do as much as she can with it.
To tell her to learn from it. If she has.
She can't. She's a druid, not wizard. She will use it. You don't know that. She thanks you wholeheartedly. Oh, this is great, and I will use it for as long as I can. And
Hold on.
She'll make
Let me
it.
find out what list it's on. I'll find out what list it's on. Hard. Well, just do what you need to do. I'm just.
Okay. That evening, and again, we go to the next day. You're 8 a.m. because we got that settled. You wake up around 7. You have a nice breakfast. You talk a little bit, and then you decide what we're going to do. In this case, it's go back up to a room, or if you wish, because these are just single bed rooms. You can go to the government house and tell the mayor, we need a conference room, a place of privacy, because you need the big table.
Yep.
And yeah, put a guard on the door. We don't know anybody here. Close it, lock it, secure it. You don't want any, because you know you're probably being followed, possibly. You don't know, but the paranoia should be there. But you have this private place. You can lay all these copies out, and you start going through them. Mind you, I'm going to write this down, but all this stuff I tell you doesn't take, it takes all day to put it together, because you're getting rid of the frivolous stuff and the things you don't need, and because you went and you took copies of all this, so there's other investigations. This isn't it. So you're gathering up just, and it is a time eater.
We took all the information from that year.
Right. And now you got it all spread. Now you're putting it together.
And discarding the other stuff.
Right. Until you come up with the pertinent folder.
Yep.
This is what you'll find before we start the next one, or where I have them marked here.
Oh, Ron, FYI, Bard, Cleric, and Wizard are the only 3.
Druid. She's actually a Druid of Tay, and had you gone to her, she knows the half-elf, they're friends, you could have worked it out. There are a lot of intertwining ways to get what you need to do. And I made sure I had that. If you blew it over here, you could have gotten it over here.
Yep.
Yeah, your lucky thing was I decided to go invisible and listen to her talk. If you hadn't have done that, she would have died and you would have lost that information, period.
Yep.
And then you had to find another avenue. The role play of this and finding information could have taken however long it took. Because guess what? Nothing happens till Yule. You will learn. Only families with children were attacked. The ages of the children were between 5 and 8, none younger, none older.
None younger or older?
Yeah, I got it all here. I'll get, don't worry about it.
Right.
Just say Ron has notes to remind me. I'm just going to tell you I'm just giving you the quick overview for when you get ready, and then I'll reread them if I have to.
Okay.
Something tells me that's why you...
Just don't throw away your...
Oh, no, that's why I'm folding them over. That's why I took this out, but I need to keep... Because you're running around different buildings, and this is going to become important. But I was just saying, me to you, I wonder if that's why Dave didn't show up, because don't be all role play. Which is fine. They wouldn't have been able to hear him. There were interviews, and the guy who was writing this said that everybody felt watched. Something was watching them, shadows seen, and this was a 7-day period.
1 week. Okay. 7-day period.
7-day period. Sneaking, peeking, and his notation says somebody was reconning. That's why his notes. So he puts down the official and then my thoughts on this. Then for 4 days, they heard sounds on the roof, but only a shadowy figure ever seen. But the most horrible stench filled the air. It was just god-awful. Wisdom save advantage.
30, 20.
18. Thank God for advantage. It would have been an 8 otherwise.
Yours is straight up because you're already at disadvantage, but you know.
30, 20.
So just one.
There
die?
you are. Did you?
Just one die, yes.
Yeah, just one die. One die for you.
Oh. Well, I rolled 2 dice at once, so then I re-rolled one, and I got a 5, so 10.
Okay. No effect. Nothing happens. For those who succeeded, the wisdom isn't the intelligence remembering, it's the remembering through just things. And you recall with the wisdom, the common sense part of it, creatures you have met that cultists have been dealing with, and some of these creatures all have had this absolutely horrible, god-awful stench. On the 12th day, families are attacked if awake. Either way the child is taken, but the families weren't just murdered, but mutilated, tied, tortured, ripped apart.
Oh, fun.
All victims impaled, but impaled in a way that they could not move. They were still alive in excruciating pain and then tortured more.
That's not good.
No one heard anything. No screams, yells, nothing. And then his notes are, why? Makes no sense. Unknown. Not even the close neighbor heard a thing. You know.
Silence, yeah.
And then you see his current new investigation. As he was doing this, 2 families to date. Some investigations, all hit just what you know. And this is the information that you get.
Okay.
The dates. Yule. Christmas. Winter. Most disturbing. With other families, gifts, presents were left behind. Dolls set as child's toys. Dolls of missing children from before. Emancipated, eyes replaced by polished stone, mouths sewn shut, scalps removed, replaced by wigs, patchwork skin, dyed into sickly, colorful clothing, directly sewn on. Nails removed, replaced by painted cut leather. And then he marks, someone saw something. An emancipated old man, 2 meters tall, never 6.5 feet.
Yep.
I had to look it up because they said never clothed, like he's immune to the icy weather, skin of blue. DC 15 perceptions.
Perceptions. 17. 10 plus 7.
16.
Just one roll?
Yeah, this is just perception.
Okay, perception 25.
There is a small marking by the guy doing the investigation.
Okay.
It is red. The little arrows. Secure,
Oh,
contain, protect. A member of the SCP trademarked Foundation.
yeah. On this guy.
No, in these, what you're finding.
Oh, okay.
There's like a little stamp, a little mark.
Oh, okay.
And then one known survivor, believed dead on site, found barely alive,
Alice.
saved by healers, nothing could replace eyes or sewn on parts. And yeah, this was.
Yeah.
That was one person.
Mm-hmm.
The other one was Miska Sarah Tim, female elf, 7 years old at the time, and she moved to Terrytown.
So a second survivor
There's another that you didn't know. There's another survivor
in Terrytown.
that might know something.
Okay.
I.e., she has more information. Basically, if I remember correctly, where to go.
All right.
She'll be in just as bad shape, but
Yeah. Hmm. Okay.
and that's where we will start next week.
Excrement.
Dun, 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 dun.
I hope you all had fun with something besides just running down in the dungeon and killing critters.
Yeah, actually, it was very entertaining. Run.
He was laughing at me, wasn't he?
You better believe it.
Not all the time. Cussing you out.
Laughing at her too because I literally said
Yeah.
the Yule.
Yeah.
Yule.
Yeah. The druid said something about the Yule.
Yeah, when you talked to Drew, he said, "Why are you talking about the Yule man? He doesn't come out until the Yule." And you never followed up on it.
I didn't.
Yep.
Which basically gives you're going to be stuck for over a month before the Yule.
So we got more of that. Yeah.
Yeah, you actually, because I've been checking every day, you're actually in the 2nd of October equivalent.
Okay.
Okay.
The tourney has started. Tourney started
Yeah.
in when?
No, the tourney is ending in October.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think the tourney is ending in October. You
Sept-
zip
Yeah.
September, October. It ends at the end of this month before it gets too cold. Remember,
Right.
they said it for October because it's
So-
cooler. The horses aren't sweaty as much. And
Just as an FYI, I've been feeding you bits and pieces that I've been getting from Sir Andros's family. He's been doing really well in the tourney so far.
Good. I knew he would.
Yeah, he'd get knocked out. He'd lose here and there, but for the most part, he won. He regained his place relatively quickly.
I'm not surprised. I kind of miss not having him around, I will say. No offense to anybody.
Oh yeah, well, I did.
he wasn't supposed to win.
Yeah.
But I know he had obligations, and
Yes, he wasn't supposed to win the local Never mind, go on to the nationals.
He's supposed to look great. Second, third place, even in
Yeah.
the top 10. Hey, you did great, son. You put our name on the map, local. We didn't expect you to win, but then he's okay.
Then I did.
I can't help that. And yeah, that's the way it goes. Sorry, you gotta go.
I'm off. So, but that gave me a chance to bring in Valen.
So, but like I said, thank you for a night of
RP.
I thought was great RP,
It was
even
fun.
with the mistakes. So I do try hard to make some where you just don't go from one crawl to another. Because once the crawl starts, that lasts 2 or 3 sessions as you go through the rooms.
Right.
And this particular piece was you got to find this information. And like I told Steve, just so you know, because I like to be honest with Steve so you know why the rolls are what they are.
Oh, shit.
Getting people to even remember or think about it, it was set at 30. Role playing brings it down. If you don't do any role play, I'm just going to do a persuasion. Okay, you're just talking. Hey, have you ever heard of role? Well, you needed a 30. Role play, change that. Anything you did to boost that. In his case, he bought all the guys an L. That dropped it down a couple more, and that's what allowed him to move on.
Put a story behind why I was asking questions.
And
I'm researching the.
And the persuasion wasn't to get them to talk. It was get them to recall information or story. So you weren't persuading them or you're. That's the only skill I get, just to get them to recall something.
My memory isn't where it should be either.
So thanks. I that was great. That was great. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, and you each have an extra.
And like I said, because of how well it just started off, I just gave the extra inspiration because it was great. And like I said, I was laughing at you when it just phew, phew, phew.
Yeah.
But you did catch
Today.
yeah, but you did catch Mary and Barry and Rift, so that was great.
Yep.
That was funny. And I hope Opie catches the one.
OB. OP is trademarked. OB.
I hope Opie
Not to be mistaken with OB1, just OB.
As in the letter O, letter B.
I don't think you can trademark names, but
And I hope
I'd rather play it safe. I don't know, so I'm not going to. But like I said, May and Barry, not trademarked. That's 2 different people. There's May and there's Barry. And Rift, R-I-F-D.
Now we just need Gover and,
Yeah, I couldn't remember their names at the top of my head and quickly do a change
and
out.
Randy.
All right, I'll see you guys next week. Thanks a lot.
Good week,
Bye-bye.
Take care, guys.